Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Football Uncensored. We are live again, and it is the final, ladies and gentlemen. England versus Spain. Spain versus England in Germany, of course, in Berlin, in the capital of the Deutschland. And it's going to be, it should be one of the greatest finals that I can remember. To be honest, I mean, obviously, we haven't, the match has to go on, but for us to determine that. But two big giants face to face, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, everyone. Of course, we got Gary, we got the mighty win here. We're going to be sharing the live commentary. But before we do that, we got 30 minutes of build up. We're going to show everything that has been being shared as far as images, players coming onto the stadium, to the touching the pitch, the lineups, all of that. So hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. But of course, how are you, Gary? How are you, mighty win? I'm assuming you guys are
very well,
delighted.
thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's game time, and I can't wait. There's been a lot of hype. I mean, it's been hilarious watching all the Scots support the Spanish. I mean, I must admit there was I saw a beautiful meme, and it was there's four types of bitter, and it got like McEwen's, Smiths, and Worthingtons, and then it got the Scottish flag, and I'm just thinking that's world class. That is. It's great for it to come. I just hope the lads can continue their form, what they showed against the Dutch. It started to gel. There were still areas of concern, but you know what? It was like we were saying on the live commentary back then. It's an improvement from what we've seen throughout the tournament so far. It looked like the lads had got an understanding of what their role was. Mm-hmm. You saw Bellingham come back with Foden staying tall as the 10 and occupying that space, which is very difficult to pick up from the opposition. And when Bellingham went into that space, you'd got Foden then occupying the free role, if you like, in midfield. So I'm hoping that there's a little bit more consistency today. I'd like to see Harry Kane perform in one of these matches in this tournament. I can't believe he's still joint top scorer, and it's probably the worst tournament I've actually saw this lad in. So from that aspect, to think that there's two lads in opposing teams vying for the golden boot, that just, I think, adds that little bit more spark. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be one of those games. It's going to be a free-flowing game. I can see us probably having the possession, as Spain have often conceded a lot of possession, but it's that counter-attack that they possess. They have an amazing wing play set up. They've got outlets through the middle. They've got outlets on the wing. I'm really looking forward to having a look at Yamal again. I mean, I know the Spanish are just going to accept the fine by the Germans, because obviously he's still not 18 yet. But he's an exciting young man. And obviously Nico Williams, that we've been linked with. It's always nice to see us now vying for these big players, these young players that are on the world stage. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
Mighty win. What do you think about, just first thoughts before we get going with the lineups and all that stuff?
I think there's going to be about 50 million people tonight who are going to have to eat humble pie. There's 50 million people who are going to have to turn around and say, look, what the do we know? Because if he pulls it off, despite everything that everybody thinks about him, he'll be the second greatest England manager ever.
Well, I mean, and you have to say, listen, football is driven by results. So if they do win it, and ultimately the path will be forgotten, I guess there will be a few quote unquote haters, I guess you can say. One in the chat in particular, Beer Bike, and no, I'm playing with you, man. But listen, you are right to criticize the performance so far of England this Europe, this UEFA Euro 2024, this tournament. But ultimately, if they do win it, it's just simple as that. He will be one of the greatest to ever do it. Maybe not the most likable or pretty style of football And certainly today, there is a big contrast in both teams. And who is it going to be? It's going to be the pragmatic team of Southgate against the tiki taka sort of, not to the Pep Guardiola levels that we've seen in the Barcelona past, and even the Spain of the past in 2010 in that era. But it's still very stylish type of football. So two contrasts, two different worlds colliding today. Who is it going to be at the end of the day? The one that raises the trophy is the ultimate in this particular moment in a final. The one that raises the trophy up is going to be the one that ultimately, obviously,
the proof of the pudding will be in the eating.
Yeah,
and I, for one, am confident that we're going to win.
Yeah, and all right, well, I'll tell you. Listen, I'm not. I'm taking a. Obviously, I go for Spain, but I'm taking the high road in this. I'm not. I'm not going to be bantering too much. I think that I believe in the Spanish team. I think they have a lot of talent, elite players. Some are not playing in elite teams, but they have proven to play as a team. And ultimately, you have the better chances that way. Because if you're dependent on one or two players to win you the game every time, it might not work out after all. But we'll see. It has worked out for England so far. Let's look at the lineups real quick, and we're going to add it to the stage, of course, and we can just do it as simple like this. Let me see if we can just remove this, and let me see. Let me try to add it. There we go. Let's add it this way. And some few images, of course, really cool stuff from the Euro 2024 Twitter account. They're putting good stuff. Look at Phil Foden, caressing it, talking to it, making sure that it falls in love with him before it falls in love with anybody else. And Foden played a decent game last match. And of course, the other one right there, Lamine Yamal, doing a little bit of trickery there. The young lad who just turned 17 now. He is 17, not old enough to have a punt, but he's certainly, I'm sure today, some of that might go out the window, and he will be hitting in a corner in the locker room if they win, and something might be done there. But let's look at the English squad. Pickford, of course. I don't know if it's going to be exactly this way, but it looks to be that way. It's 3-4-3. Yeah. So you got Pickford. You got. Let me zoom in a little bit and see if we can. There we go. We can get a little more clarity on the picture. So you got Pickford. The line of three is Guy, Stones, Walker. No surprises there. And Stones. Is this the first? Was he a starter last game?
No, he come on as a sub.
Yeah, he come on as a sub. So Stones, yeah. So Stones.
Stones. No. Stones has been playing. Yeah, Stones has been playing all the way.
Stones has started every game.
Oh no, I was talking at the other one. Luke Shaw, damn it.
Sure.
Luke Shaw.
Yeah, Shaw. That would have been. Yeah. And so the midfield line right there, you got Declan Rice, Kobe Mainoo, who's now been a starter. He didn't start the tournament as a starter, but Gareth Southgate has made that change. You got Bukayo Saka on the right side, Luke Shaw on the left. Now, Luke Shaw is not a regular starter of this team, but do you? I guess he would be the only one that you could question. But how do you guys feel?
Any changes made?
How do you guys feel about a Luke Shaw on the left side?
I think it gives us the balance that we required. Yeah, I think Trips has been great. He's done an amazing job considering he's played out of position. He's solidified the defence. The biggest problem we have going forward is the fact that the ball stops and has to come back. And when you've got that momentum change, it gives the opposition time to get behind you, get bodies in the box. So a lot of the chances of delivery, like I said, my biggest concern was the fact that a lot of our possession that we've had up until the final third has been great. It's been, have we got a target in the box to aim for? And a lot of the games pre the final, Kane has been a bit sluggish getting and doing his runs that he normally does. Now, there's a lot of question marks of whether he's fit enough to do this. But again, he's been picked to do a job. So I'm hoping with Shaw in the team today, we're going to have the ability to get the balls into the box really quickly. Saka does a different style of wing-back play. He's going to be looking at getting the ball to feet and obviously then linking little triangles with Mainu and Foden, as you saw against the Dutch. So he's going to be a totally different player. But on the left-hand side, we'd need to have some delivery. And with him being a natural left footer, I think you're going to get that today.
Yep. All right. And Mighty went. It was obviously up front. You got Bellingham on the left side, Phil Foden up there, and Harry Kane, of course, up front to be able to. It wasn't the greatest game last game for Harry Kane, so he's going to have redemption today. Now, listen. When it comes to the Ballon d'Or, there's something that footballers have in mind a lot of times, and I'm not saying that they're coming into this game thinking I need to win the Ballon d'Or, but Harry Kane, although he's played at Bundesliga, and to some, like the Mighty win, everywhere else is a farmers league other than the Premier League, which is nonsense. Harry Kane has been really good for the Bundesliga, the top scorer, playing for Bayern Munich, one of the biggest entities in football history. So if he has a great game, a winning type game tonight, I believe that he's going to get his name put out there. I don't know if it's going to be enough, but certainly his name is going to be put in that draw. And Jude Bellingham, who's had a really great season, a breakthrough season against Real Madrid, and I say he's the best player in the world. I think if he has another one of those games, maybe like that game where he had the bicycle kick. I don't know who it was against. Maybe Denmark, was it, or Slovakia? Slovakia. And so maybe he has that type of a game winner, then he can solidify himself for the Ballon d'Or. Of course, you can argue Bukayo Saka, maybe you can say other players around Europe. But Mighty Win, what do you think about the lineup of England today?
It was more or less predictable, you know. He obviously thinks Shaw is fit enough. Shaw would have started the first game, I think, had he been fit. But he actually took him away knowing that he wasn't fit, hoping to get him fit during the camp. And the fact that apparently he is fit enough now, he's done a half a game. Well, I'm saying a half a game. Of course, he did the extra time as well. So absolutely predictable, you know, left footer on the left side. And you just knew that everybody was clamoring to get Palmer in, but you just knew it was never going to happen. Gareth Southgate is a man of habit and sticks with it, and regardless of what anybody thinks, he's getting the result. Me included, by the way, because I'm no Gareth Southgate fan. I think, like everybody else, I'm saying we are doing what we're doing despite him. But what you cannot argue with is the fact that he trusts the players and the players trust him. And it's not just a team, it's a squad. And he's quite happy to wait until the 80th or the 70th minute to make changes. And his lack of changes in terms of Bellingham scoring in the dying minutes, Saka scoring in the dying minutes, when 90% of them would have had them off the pitch because they were playing poor. His faith has stood him in good stead. His substitutions have been miraculous. Some would say lucky, but he put Tony on with Kane, and Tony had the assist. And then he took Kane off and put Palmer and Watkins on, and Palmer gets the assist for Watkins' goal. So everything he touches turns to gold. Gareth Midas.
Oh, there I'm back on. There was
he was gone.
Yeah, I'm back, and I will share the screen here in a minute. I just trying to make sure that we were live on Twitter as well, which wasn't showing. So let me. You guys keep talking about it, and I'm gonna refresh real quick.
Yeah, I mean, I look at the way we've set up. It's like I said, it doesn't surprise me that there's actually nothing else changed apart from. I mean, me and Wim were talking previously about the only change you could do was potentially bring Shaw in from the start. I often think that when you're halfway through a game, it takes a player a good 10 to 15 minutes to get to the speed of the game. Now, if Luke Shaw's fit enough for the bench, then he should be fit enough to start a game, and that's what we've said all season. Watching Newcastle, and it's been the same. And we've seen a lot of our players being on the bench, and then there's been comments about he's not played because he's still actually carrying a knock. Well, should they be on the bench if that's the situation? So that's where we've been with Luke Shaw throughout the tournament. We knew he was there, and it was taken as a gamble, but the medical experts all said that he was going to be fit for the latter stages of the tournament. And to be fair, with his 2 substitute appearances, he's not let the side down at all. Okay, they've only been small portions of the game, but what he's done is he's actually created a little bit more balance. He's made the defenders of the opposition obviously adjust their style of play because it's a different type of attacking player, because he's naturally on his correct foot on that wing. So 9 times out of 10, they're right back. Sometimes, instead of just going forward, would have to obviously sometimes make sure that he's got cover behind him due to the delivery of the balls coming into the box. So, I feel as like today, you'll find that the Spanish may just have a look at us for 10, 15 minutes before they get their flow going. And like I say, I have a feeling it's going to be probably our possession with them looking on the counter. I could be totally wrong because over a few games we've actually not looked like we could keep the ball at all in the final third, and we've given the ball away reasonably cheaply. But like I say, I'm hoping we can now kickstart. After the Dutch game, it showed a little bit more promise, and I'm hoping we can now cement that form and take that next step. And like I say, there's still a couple of players that I believe we need to be wary of. I mean, Rodri, I still think he's probably one of the best midfielders in the world. I think that, Cucurella's had a good tournament, and it'll be interesting to see how much Nico Williams is going to protect Cucurella with Saka. Yeah. So, is Yamal going to be that type of player who's going to be wanting to get back all of the time? Because what we should have, and Olmo, I've said before, he's had a great tournament. He's Golden Boot challenger, playing in that number 10 role. He's a good supporter of the front man, Moreta, who I think, to be fair, has probably been disappointing during the tournament.
Yeah, but, been quiet. He's been quiet.
What was that, mate?
He's been quiet. He's certainly been quiet, Morata.
Yeah.
Maybe to the same extent of Harry Kane, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. So we could see 2 forwards come to show their faces today, and I hope we do get that. At the end of the day, what I'm actually looking forward to more than anything else is an open game of football. I hope it's great for the fans that have spent thousands and thousands of pounds during this tournament. I hope it's not just, one of those disappointing finals. I hope it really lives up to the hype that it's been getting over the last 48 hours. So yeah, I want to see Morata do a bit more for the Spanish. If they're going to compete, I think he needs to perform. I don't think you can rely entirely on Nico Williams. I think we will have a game plan set up with our back 3 going into a 5. And I think what we need to do, we need to dominate the midfield. I think our 3 in midfield need to really bring Olmo back and be more of a defensive-minded player to start with. Because I've always think all good managers, whenever you've seen tactics, Pep is notorious for it. He makes the opposition manager change their style of football to match or try and stop. And I think that's what we've got to do to the Spanish. I think if you go 1-to-1, toe-to-toe, like a lot of boxers, we've got a good chance of being on the wrong end of a result, because I think these guys technically are better, even though they're very young. They've got some amazing players. But I think if we can change their way of thinking and just get them sitting a little bit deeper than they'd like to be, I think we could dominate this.
Just to remind people of the Spanish started 11. Unai Simon, goalkeeper. Line of 4 with Laporte, Lenormand, and Carvajal coming back from a red card. So some say with the best right back in the world in Real Madrid. Carvajal coming back on. Cucurella, who's been like you said, one of the players that surprises of this tournament. Although my Chelsea fan Joseph says that he loves Cucurella, always has. He's been questioned by Chelsea fans in the majority for not appearing, and obviously it looks like that's settled now. Midfield with Fabian Ruiz and Rodri, top midfield right there. A little bit ahead is Dani Olmo in replace of Pedri, who was injured against Germany in early minutes. So Olmo is in the kind of like a number 10. Lamine Yamal on the right side, very much. England has to have a game plan for Yamal. Cannot make the same mistake as the French did in one player in particular. I believe his name. He played at Juventus. Maybe he's usually a right back, but he was playing in the midfield this time around. He said that about Yamal. When asked about Yamal before the game, he said, "Well, Yamal's going to have to do a lot more." Certainly that game he did a lot more in one goal. So you got to be careful to piss off the football gods because they work very much, and that's why I'm staying calm and tranquil. And I'm not jumping on the bandwagon of Spain is going to beat England just one step at a time. Nico Williams on the left side, very much a threat. And up front, Morata, like you said, Gary, not been in sync with the whole Spanish team, not scoring much, if any. It's same as Harry Kane, really. But Mighty Wayne, did you want to say something?
Yeah, just a couple of things that Gary was saying, that he thinks we're going to be in possession of the football a lot. I hope we are in possession of football a lot. But the one thing that we have been poor at so far in the competition is keeping the ball. So many times we've been, a la Newcastle, just giving the ball away needlessly. Mm-hmm. And that's one thing you cannot afford to do against this team. So I'm hoping and thinking and expecting us to look after that ball as if it was your baby. And if they get the ball, it's because they've won the ball, not because we've given it to them.
Yeah.
The other thing about Shaw is it wouldn't bother me one bit if we got, 70, 80 minutes out of Shaw and then he tired and bring trips on, then that wouldn't bother me one little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I just think we are capable of playing so much better than we have played. And having said all of that, would I rather we played much better and didn't get a result, or play like shite?
Well, that's obvious.
And get the result.
That's obvious.
It's lovely to do both, but I know which one of the two I would prefer.
Yeah, it's obvious, but I mean, at the end of the day, luck is luck, and it's there, and but as a team, as a manager, as players, you have to do something proactive to get the beautiful trophy that is shining right there, ladies and gentlemen, in Berlin. Who is it going to be? Spain or the one and only England? So we'll have to see what happens. The arena is already, look at that beautiful scene right there. Built for champions, says the Euros. So obviously, I want to share this video right here because it's pretty cool of kind of what's happened throughout the Euros, with England and of course with Spain as well. Let's take a listen and a watch. Man, if that doesn't get you pumped up, is it going to be Gareth Southgate or is it going to be De La Fuente who lift? Listen, this is night and day.
Rise to Gareth.
this is night and day, black and white. This is as simple as this: Spanish versus English. Even the languages are rivals. Even everything, even the managers' last names are so Spanish and so English. I mean, this is just literally derby, ladies and gentlemen. So,
and by the way, this is Gareth's 100th game
yeah,
in
imagine
charge.
In charge.
What a
yeah.
way to mark the centenary.
What a way! No, that is right. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, who's this guy's name? Seferin, the Seferin, the UEFA president.
Yeah.
They've been criticized before, but there you go. Look at the stadium right there, man, looking beautiful, all the way from Berlin. Who would imagine the Spanish and the English fighting a war in Berlin? Man, it's
Well, we have happy memories of that.
happy memories in Berlin for sure. Yeah, that's right. Look at that. The Euro Cup. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, here on Football Uncensored, later on at night, the Copa America is also going to be getting played. Argentina versus Colombia, the final. Who is it going to be? Uruguay already won the third place in penalties against Canada, who played really good. A good tournament by Canada, but it just wasn't enough. It wasn't enough to beat Los Charruas. So a beautiful images from the stadium right now. We are literally 3 minutes before kickoff. So we're going to get ready, situated here. We're going to start with this.
There's a shaking hands now for me.
Yeah, there we go. So this is going to have to go. And of course,
Prince William and Louis and George.
I got the national anthems playing in the back. Spain right now. We're going to have to think real quick and fast, ladies and gentlemen. Gary and Mighty Wayne, we can't waste time because this is a finals nonetheless. And
if you're just having the national anthems now, you're behind us.
Oh, let me refresh because sometimes oh, there we go. Got the atmosphere. All right.
So, guys, have you got the lads just doing the photos?
No.
Well, I'm on a commercial break right now at the moment. So
okay.
Well, I've got them spinning. They've done the toss.
All right, you're in front of me.
Me and you, Gary. Let's do our toss. Who's going first? Who's going in second? Come on. We gotta do this. Look.
Well, you can do first. You can go first.
Come on, man. We gotta keep it entertaining. Okay, I'll go first.
Heads or tails? Heads or tails? Go on, heads.
Well, I don't have a coin. I was gonna do.
Oh, well, you can't say that.
I was gonna do the what do you call it? This in English? The paper.
What, the toss?
Rock paper scissors, man.
Rock paper scissors. You want to do it?
Okay.
You want to go for it?
That's it. What? No, I gotta see your hand. You're cheating me.
He understood.
That one.
Okay, so you can go first then.
They're in their circles now.
Oh, actually, I'm well behind you guys because obviously my stream is a bit different.
I'll go first. I'll go first. But we still got to sync up though. Some way.
That's what I said. We can do it at halftime.
Yeah. We'll definitely. We're looking at the lineups right there.
Yeah, England kicking left to right.
So you're ahead, Mighty Win. Are you ahead?
Yeah. I haven't kicked off yet. I'm gonna pause it when they get to the center. So.
Well, when they're right about kickoff, that's when you need to pause it. When they're about to.
If one of you yells now, when you kick off, what about you two? Are you two synced?
Chris, have you got them all cuddling in the Spanish team?
No, I'm still looking at the lineups on the TV. They're right now. Spanish is huddled up, and then they just broke away and basically going to their respective positions at the moment.
Okie doke.
Referees in the middle. Players are spreading away for a beautiful, beautiful final.
They look pumped, don't they? The lads look pumped.
Man. They're both telling each other, this is our moment. This is the moment where very few players get in their international careers. They may never come back to this point, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you think about Kyle Walker,
so as soon as one of you sees once he's kicked off, tell us.
Pause it, and I'll tell you when we kick off.
Now. post immediately after kickoff. Immediately.
And Gary, are you
Yeah, they're just in the centre circle now, so.
okay?
No.
Can you pause it?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, so pause it. Okay, kickoff now. Kickoff now, mighty
Okay.
win. So we should be somewhat there. If not, we're gonna
Somewhere close.
Yeah, 7 minutes, 8 seconds. 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds. There we go. So hit the likes, folks, and subscribe to Football Uncensored. As we're looking at Luis de la Fuente, head coach for Spain.
Right, Wesley.
Can La Roja be the one? Unai Simon now ready for a goal kick. Lamine Yamal. It is literally a sea of white and red all throughout the stadium. Morata, and that's going to be a throw-in for Spain. Alvaro Morata, number 7. The crowd is singing. I can't really tell which one is singing, but they are singing nonetheless. Foden. All right. Laporte, ladies and gentlemen, carrying the football. Playing with Lenormand. Shout out to all the mods in there. Kenny W as well, AG, everybody. Laporte now with a nice cross. Beautiful cross to Lamine Yamal. And Lamine, well defended. Right there by Luke Shaw. Bellingham. Luke Shaw.
Look for the outlet.
And that's very much well defended by Dani Carvajal.
It was.
It's certainly very much a tough task for Luke Shaw to come on and perform, but Gareth might
Kids knocking on the door selling bracelets. Fucking hell.
Yeah. As we're looking at Gareth Southgate.
We are.
Is he going to be the hero sitting next to Churchill? Is he going to be?
Arise, Sir Gareth.
Arise, sir. Come on, Gay.
All right, Gay now. And of course, Declan Rice hoofing the twat now. Spain with the football. Unai Simon.
No, how much over pressing? We are pressing.
It is pressing by England.
We've got to close the channels. That's what we've got to do. Because these will hurt us with the channel balls.
Spain now with the possession. Unai Simon. Not too much in a hurry, Spain. Nobody wants to make the mistake. Lenormand now playing back to Unai Simon. Simon back with Laporte.
No hurry, stay up there.
Spain just literally passing the ball from side to side. Daniel Carvajal from Real Madrid. The ball goes to Alvaro Morata of Atletico Madrid. And the ball well defended. Phil Foden now playing all the way back to Pickford. Be careful now. Spain pressing a little bit. Kyle Walker hoofing the twat to the midfield. And Spain gets the ball back. Aymeric Laporte.
If they're going to use that outlet, Kane's got to do more than that, hasn't he?
Oh, yeah. It's going to have to be visible. He's going to have to be that tower that is able to control those balls. But I don't think that's England's game, though. You got to stick to the game. You got to stick to the game plan that's brought you to the finals. Oh, look at that Lamine Yamal. Can't get through.
Well done, lad.
Well done.
Bellingham, good lad. Oh, you've given him too much of that one.
Man, but that's a good defensive play right there by Spain. Aymeric Laporte now playing to the left side with Chelsea's Cucurella. Ball is back to Laporte now with Lenormand. Spain now analyzing what they're going to do. The pass right there nicely down from Morata. Dani Olmo now with the football, but a good defensive line right there by England. The ball goes to Morata. And now Nico Williams getting the rebound on the left side of the pitch. Cucurella running through. Nico Williams with the pass. That's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick for Spain. Good play right there by John Stones. Thoughts so far?
Well, you can see Olmo causing a lot of problem here. He overloads outside with Yamal, and it's who's picking who up, and he's found Rice has been pretty central. we've become quite narrow over three. So what you've got is Walker not sure whether to go out to Nico Williams or stay inside to support.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be one of them. For the first 10 minutes, I think it's going to be, who's going to get the ball, and this is what I'm saying. This is where we fail, and Saka's being crowded out. There doesn't seem to be anybody coming anywhere near him to give him some support. So yeah, I think at the minute Spain have obviously set out the tempo. They're looking at these little pockets of space to try and obviously get behind us. And as you've seen from both flanks, they've put the ball in really early, really quick.
Yep. Now Cucurella on the left side, number 24.
And if you watch, they are not frightened to pass the ball to Olmo, even though he's got 4 players around him.
But that's the thing, though, Mighty Wind. Spain is maintaining what brought them to the finals. You got to play what formula worked best. If passing the ball,
No, but I'm saying Spain are doing what England won't do, which is pass to a man who looks to be.
But that's what has worked all tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, if being pragmatic has worked for England, then why would you open up and leave Spain to,
I'm not saying that you should.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what's happening.
Rodri now, 16, Man City's man, playing back with Aymeric Laporte, 14. Cucurella.
If Spain win today, Rodri will probably get the
Ballon d'Or. Yes, that is right. They have a few players that could be in that list. But Rodri more than anybody else. In England, of course, you got Bellingham and
Rodri or Bellingham.
You can make a case for Harry Kane if he has a great game, but haven't seen much yet. And now Lamine Yamal, 17 years of age, playing all the way back with Lenormand. Spain now with the control of the football. Goes all the way to the right side, Dani Carvajal. Laporte.
Yeah, this is what I suspected when
nice
Gary, you
right
were
there.
saying you thought we would have the majority of the possession. I didn't think we would
Nico
have.
Williams. Oh, what a nice pass right there. Nico Williams can't get to it, but Spain gets the ball back. Be careful. Oh, what a nice defensive play, Declan Rice.
Well done,
Nice lay down right there, Declan Rice from West Ham and Arsenal.
Declan Rice, well done.
Declan Rice, number 4 right there, all the way from London, North London. Arsenal footballer. He fixed the issue real quick, smooth by Declan Rice. Now it's going to be a throw-in for England, Kyle Walker.
Come on, England.
And it's certainly white and red all over the stadium, as you would expect. These nations have fans all over the world, man. Now, that was I don't know what happened there with Dani Olmo.
Come on, man. You've got to be better than that.
And Bukayo Saka. I wonder now if Bukayo playing a little bit lower than he's used to is going to jeopardize his offensive game. Spain now thinking the game. Laporte.
So this is what I love about these. Because we've become really narrow, what they've done there, like Nico Williams comes narrow, and then you've got Carvajal that just coming narrow on the going outside. You've got Yamal coming narrow, and what they're doing is they're mirroring our players. They're using the width of the park by their fullbacks, just filling the void that the two wingers have given them regarding Nico Williams.
I'm with you, Willie Jacket. Haven't seen Willie Jacket in the chat before, but welcome, Willie Jacket. And you're spot on, mate. We want England to win. No negativity on my shift.
Welcome, Willie Jacket, to the channel. Appreciate that, mate.
Come on.
I'm assuming all English fans want England to win.
Yeah, but we've got a few jocks, as you know, who do.
But Willie, well, I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I mean, nobody can say that England has been playing amazing. But they are in the final nonetheless. And Willie asking, is this a Spanish channel? Why all the negativity? Listen, everybody's got their opinion. And no, it is a neutral channel. And obviously, we are speaking English. And I know you got a little irony, of course, Willie. No worries. We understand that. But I understand your point. If they're in the final, if they do win it, England, there's not much to be said. Jude Bellingham.
It's results that count.
Declan Rice now on screen. And it's going to be, could be, listen, England has to take advantage of every ball they can get. And this is going to be a set piece. I would say throw it in there. Harry Kane must do something.
Around the back there.
And of course, the Flaming is Scottish. So we understand.
And he got it.
Come on.
Well, you usually call offensive plays on those all the time. Guy doesn't understand what he's done wrong. But, like a little bit of a push. I mean, those plays get called in favor of the defense all the time. Lenormand now playing with Laporte. 10 minutes underway, ladies and gentlemen. England 1, England 0, Spain 0. 0-0, as you would say in England.
Correct.
Unai Simon, 23. Playing in all black. And now Daniel Carvajal with a nice cross pass. Nico Williams can't get to it. Cucurella gets the ball back. Now passing it to Fabian Ruiz, who passes it to Nico Williams. Now be careful. This could be a dangerous play for Spain or for England. Nico Williams, locks and loads. Nicely done.
Choice.
Just in time, Stones.
That's brilliant from Stones. Absolutely brilliant. You see how he stood on his strong foot there.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant defending. And that's something that it doesn't come naturally, I'll tell you. To try and block off his inside run, to try and get him onto his natural foot. Here we go. Who's this already? Is he sure?
It's already down. There's a sniper. There's a sniper in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
it's Kyle Walker.
Oh, well, that's
you put
right.
Trippier there if anything comes up. Gareth Bale. I'm assuming Gareth is rooting for Spain.
His knee locked. Is that? Oh, dear.
Oh, yeah, that was...
oh, that's nasty.
That was tough to watch right there. Is he going to be able to stay?
Yeah, that's...
good. I'm assuming Kieran Trippier is warming up. But Nico Williams now with the corner kick for Spain. Is it going to be corner kick or it might be a set?
In the middle of the goal.
A play with Lamine Yamal. That's a nice cross right there.
That's a free.
Oh, be careful. Fabian Ruiz. Was it? No, it was Lenormand. That wanted to have that Jude Bellingham moment, but it was certainly off target. Nicely done right there by Rodri. That's going to be a goal kick for England.
Trips is warming up now.
I told you, Kieran Trippier, number 12. As we look at the English fans, all dressed in white, ready for the occasion. Now the ball goes to Harry Kane, who doesn't get to it. The ball goes back to Unai Simon.
I just hope Beer Viking and Ian Fleming are thoroughly miserable in 90 minutes' time.
Well, Ian's Scottish, so there's no issues there. Beer is more critical of the man himself, Southgate. Laporte now playing with Lenormand, number 3.
Yes, in there. What was Gary saying about England having possession?
Yeah. All right. Calm down.
Rodri now. Laporte, nice pass to Nico Williams.
Look at the space he's got here.
Spain seems to be wanting to play through Nico Williams. That's a good cross right there. Could be dangerous, but
well done.
Well defended right there.
Done forward and give him it.
By Kobe Mainoo.
Come on now.
Jude Bellingham. Not a lot of pace in Jude, but
that'll do.
That'll do nicely, Doctor.
But he's certainly, his pace is in his mind, and he got a good throw in there in a intricate place. That was a cool cross there by Nico Williams.
Yeah, he tried the outside of his foot, didn't he? But again, I suppose you've got an element there. Is the fact that he's trying to get the ball in early. The beauty of that is because we're marking his strong foot, he's having to try different things. That's a great ball.
Oh, that's a good cross right there, Jude Bellingham. Bukayo Saka, number 7.
Overlap.
Here we go.
There. Kyle Walker with the cross. Be
Oh,
careful.
well done, boys.
It's going to be a corner kick right there for England.
And we've got to do that more because this will stop them from coming forward often. Because there was nobody anywhere near Walker there.
Nope. That was a good play right there. Bukayo Saka waiting for somebody to show up, and Kyle Walker for sure. It certainly looks like his knee is doing all right. That's going to be a corner kick. Everybody's got their man ready for a dance-off. Salsa lessons. Takes two to tango, mighty win.
Come on, Foden.
Number 11, Foden. With the cross. That was a poor cross right there.
Poor.
Declan Rice now very well alerted.
Come on, get it across out.
Gets the ball back, but England playing the ball all the way back. Kyle Walker now playing with Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw. It looks like a little too much fish and chips for Luke Shaw as of late. Maybe it's the white that doesn't serve him right.
Well, that was what Mourinho said, of course.
Well, there we go.
Too much baggage.
A big contrast to Phil Foden, who looks very lean and
Manu, come on, man. You've got to do better.
All right. Stones now. Hoofing the 12. For Pickford. Oh, man. That would have been dangerous right there. What? John Stones, man. You've elite done. Center back. You've got to be careful. Luke Shaw now hoofing the 12.
That's a great ball.
That's
great
a proper ball right there. Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka 1-1 against Cucurella. Saka now.
Quick.
Saka passing the ball back. Declan Rice. Nicely blocked right there by Rodri. Jude Bellingham now with the full ball. And now it's turned into
get it in.
A good game. Luke Shaw with the cross. Be careful. Cucurella. That's a nice defensive play right there. But
Harry Kane hasn't jumped for a ball once.
No, he's not active at all. Not active. And now the English fans rising on their feet.
Come on, lads.
Stones now playing on the right side. Bukayo Saka against Cucurella. 1-on-1.
Come on, look at that one by Walker. Go on.
Look at
go.
He doesn't want to pass it to him. Foden. Nicely done, Foden. Very much well defended right there by Spain. Yamin Lamau.
Right up there.
Well done, Shaw.
That's going to be a throw in. Phil Foden throwing his hands up. Phil Foden had it, but past Rodri and just in time, Laporte to save Spain. Ruiz now playing back to Unai Simon. Laporte, Cucurella. And Spain is trying to calm down the game a little bit because it was they were letting England get too close for comfort. Carvajal.
And long may that continue.
Playing all the way back to Unai Simon from Athletic Bilbao. And Laporte playing with Lenormand.
Yeah, the Bilbao contingent is diminished today. Had 4 on the last game. That 4.
Dani Olmo now with the pass, but that is a poor pass to Morata. That's going to be a throw-in for Spain nonetheless. Nicely hoofed.
Offside, I think.
By Shaw. Spain now. Harry Kane seems to be a little bit sluggish, a bit confused in the pitch. Lenormand now playing with Fabian Ruiz.
Come on, Manu, do something.
Also very much quiet, by the way, Kobe Mainoo in the midfield for England.
Yeah,
Danny Olmo
I think Kobe Mainoo is going to be a little bit nervous. I think he's going to take him a while to get settled.
That's a nice cross right there. Pickford extending his arms like the Elastic Man from the Fantastic Four to clamp that one. See, I'm doing him a favor.
The little T-Rex dinosaur arms just getting to it.
Now the ball is to Guy. Jude Bellingham. Jude has been playing a little bit low for my liking. Now that ball, of course, that pass too strong for Luke Shaw. A throw in for Spain. Fabian Ruiz now with the football. Now nicely done by Danny Olmo. That's probably going to be a foul on Declan Rice. Jockey, says the referee. Williams 1-1 against Walker. The young guy versus the old guy. Passing it back to Cucurella. Rodri.
See, too
All
much
the way to
space
Lamine
there.
Yamal. Too much space for Lamine. Be careful. Lamine Yamal is already proven right against France, so you don't want to give him too much space. Dani Olmo now playing with Williams. Williams against Kyle Walker. Cucurella now a little bit lost. Nicely done there by Bukayo Saka. To see the
Saka leaving a bit in.
Don't matter with that. Come on.
20 minutes underway. It feels like we played for 3 hours already.
Yeah, it does.
Entertaining final, ladies and gentlemen. So far, Laporte. Laporte now playing the usual play with Len Oman. I'm sure he's going to give it to Rodri. No, he gives it to Cucurella.
Look at where Cucurella is now, look.
Be careful. Williams again now with Bukayo Saka. Now the speed and it's a little bit balanced now against Bukayo. Now Bellingham trying to defend the ball right there. Be careful.
Don't mind it. That's
Foden.
better.
Nicely done now, Phil Foden, but he's alone though. And he's got to play back with Saka. Saka is going to have to play with Foden again. Cucurella pressing. Now Spain, that's going to be a foul right there. And that's going to be a push. And be careful, says the referee. Where's the referee from, Mighty Win? Have you done your homework?
Nah.
I know you haven't, old man.
France, with it looking at his name.
Don't assume. Don't assume.
What happens if you assume?
You make an ass out of you and me. Now, John Stones. So, it's probably going to be Pickford. They want to settle down a bit. Pickford now with the free kick. We're looking at Harry Kane, who hasn't even touched the ball, really.
With a name like Francois Le Texier.
So he's going to be saying "jouer, jouer."
I guess
when when he says "play on, play on." But be careful. Morata now very much quiet. Same as
indeed.
Same as Harry Kane. Both strikers now for Spain and England very quiet. Both captains, in a sense. Very, very quiet for both their respective teams. Cucurella now lobbing it to Morata. Williams now with the ball, passing it all the way to the right side. Carvajal gets to it. Lamine Yamal, not much going on from his side. Lobbing the pass right there to Dani Olmo, but Pickford
Well in, picks, lads.
Gets it right on time.
When I was saying before that when we do it, everybody will be eating humble
now
pie.
Be careful, Lamine Yamal against two. That's going to be a corner kick.
Kate.
Well defended right there by Guy. And was it Phil Foden next to him? That would have been.
Yeah. Foden dropped it back to Olmo and then.
Yeah, that's it. Right there. Well defended.
Nico.
Williams now with the lob.
Lad.
Now be careful. Counter attack for England, ladies and gentlemen. Now Bukayo Saka, that's going to be an offensive foul. No, Jouer. Oh, that's going to, yeah, he did call it a foul. Carvajal is, but they want a yellow card. Harry Kane is saying they want a yellow. Ooh, Carvajal is saying, you're crying. Get up.
Get up, man.
You're crying. Well, I mean, I can't say that was a horrific foul, but
I'm just saying though. I was saying earlier on, 50 million people will be eating humble pie for Southgate, and Pierre Viking there saying that the mighty win will be eating humble paella.
Oh man, that is good. That is proper. That is good right there.
Beer at his best.
Stones with the pass to Saka, but Cucurella
Come on,
gets put in time now. Now Kobe Maino now against 1-on-1. Kobe Maino.
Simple.
Kobe Maino with Harry Kane.
Oh, come on,
Luke Shaw. Oh, and that's
come on, Luke.
Luke Shaw.
Have a go, son. Have a go. Oh.
Bellingham, Cucurella now. Hoofing the twat. Nico Williams. Oh, that was Morata fouled. Yes. No, Jouer, says the referee. Be careful, Saka.
Seconds.
And the ball goes back to Kobe Maino, 26. Harry Kane now.
Harry
Kane with the ball. Be careful. Phil Foden. Unai Simon. Now, there's going to be a yellow card right there. Who's going to get painted yellow? Harry Kane, ladies and gentlemen. Yellow card
Just
for the
lost
England
control of the
captain.
ball.
Yeah, but we're starting to win the second balls.
We're going to have to
It's a
look
bit
at the
scrappy
replay.
though, mate, isn't it?
Oh, it's
You know what I mean?
scrappy.
It just that everybody just looks a
Look at
little
that.
bit nervous. To be fair,
Well, Harry Kane, yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that is a yellow card, but I mean, obviously,
yeah, he left
there's
a bit
nothing
on him.
there's nothing he can do. It wasn't intentional, but hell is full of good intentions, ladies and gentlemen.
That was where he should have shot there.
Right there,
Yeah,
he should
it's
have
true.
locked it. I was ready for the lock and loaded, but
Yeah.
Luke Shaw was a little
But
bit.
he's got lucky. Like there,
He
and
should
then
have
a
just
bang.
threw his right leg at that, shouldn't he?
He was always looking for the pass, though. He's not. His instinct is not shoot. Bellingham wanted to let it go and then shoot, but it was a little bit too fast. Cucurella was just there, just in time to save.
Those are the moments you need to take
Yeah.
advantage of.
Now be careful because Fabian Ruiz is down, number 8 for Spain.
Numero 8, 28-year-old from PSG.
As we look at the Spanish fans now.
Lamine Yamal, birthday yesterday.
Beer biking, finally a ref with the balls to book Captain Charisma. Oh, there you go. %70 of ball possession for Spain, ladies and gentlemen. 30 for England. It seemed very balanced, though, but I guess it wasn't so much. Cucurella now playing with Williams. Trying to nutmeg. It doesn't work. Morata now with the ball. Kobe Mainoo to the challenge. Morata has to hoof it. Who is it going to be? Bellingham now. The ball goes to Lamine Yamal. Throw in for Spain. Luke Shaw. Carvajal now playing all the way back to Unai Simon. Laporte now. Rodri playing with Laporte. I'm sure he's going to play with Cucurella. Now Cucurella against the world. Cucurella against Bukayo Saka playing with Williams. And now the ball is end up at Ruiz. Be careful, Lamine Yamal, lock and load. Ruiz, I don't know what he was trying to do, but
no chances. Well done, Guy.
Good play right there by Guy. Now the ball is back to Spain, though. Carvajal playing with Ruiz again. Ruiz against 3. Ruiz locks and load. And Pickford with a cookie.
There's lots of good movement from Spain
That's
now.
good, I
We've
will
got to
tell
be
you.
very, very careful.
But I'll tell you what, man. Very, very busy Guy on the center backs. Played really good as we look at Andres Iniesta, World Cup winner, one of the all-time greats for Spain, in Barcelona, of course. And grew up a Real Madrid fan. I don't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't know that.
But interesting. That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Kyle Walker.
He spent his whole career at Barca, didn't he?
The whole career in Spain, yeah.
Yeah.
He, as far as I knew, he's still playing in China.
Oh, is he?
Oh, but you know, it's time to grow up the piggy bank, brother. You know, that's every player.
He was one of the all-time greats. He was, I must admit.
Well, in Barcelona, he was, yeah. In Spain, he was. Jude Bellingham now a little bit upset. Maybe with himself. Maybe it's not the game he wants so far. And right there, he challenged, but a good player throwing again now for Spain. But I believe Jude Bellingham is a player touched.
About a few handfuls of jerseys that the referee hasn't spotted.
That's a nice pass right there. But Spain gets the ball back. Unai Simon hoofing the twat all the way to Stones. I was saying about Jude Bellingham, I believe he's one of the players touched by greatness.
Go on, Kane. Oh, Jesus.
Jude Bellingham, one of the players touched by greatness, meaning that at any moment given time, he can win you the game, even if he's playing awful. So you got to be careful if you're Spain.
Yep. That's what his game is all about. Moments. He's not a great all-round player at all.
Oh, that's
he
all
has
you need.
moments.
Oh, what a nice pass! That's a poor pass by Morata, man, who's trying to make up for it by running. But you've got to do better than that.
But I mean, you know, I know it sounds crazy, but we were so lucky there.
Oh,
The
yeah.
overload
Be
that
careful.
Nico Williams did coming inside, and then you've got Cucurella going down the outside. Them 3-on-2 situation there where you'd got a lovely little triangle. He'd put a better pass, and it was 1-on-1, Olmo. Absolutely 1-on-1.
Kenny W says, any news on how much the tickets are for the final of the Copa America? I'm sure they're like $500,000 to watch it with Jesus. So that's why they have been empty in the Copa America. Disgraced by CONMEBOL.
That was interesting. That one had the close-up of the referee. He had his name on the back of the shirt.
What the referee did?
Well, that's interesting.
The referee on the back of his collar, the text here.
30 minutes underway, ladies and gents. Declan Rice down, but he seems to be all right.
See
Looks
the
like
back of his collar there?
Oh, yeah.
It.
Was it Lexier or something like that?
Le Texier.
Le Texier.
Hadn't noticed that earlier on.
I've never seen any of them with that on, to be fair, but maybe that's a new thing coming.
Yeah.
I think we just need to keep the ball a little bit better. I think we are playing so nervous, but you've got to give Spain credit where credit's due. They've obviously done their own work and realised what happened to us against the Dutch in the second half when Koeman had obviously blocked everybody off and went man to man. It really upset our rhythm, and Spain are virtually doing exactly the same. Every time the ball is in transit towards the player, there's at least one player going towards him, pressing, and it just closes that space forward down. So they've done their own work. They're playing really well, the Spanish.
And just
like I say, what they're waiting for is for us just to make that mistake, like you've just saw there.
And just a quick shout out to 48 people watching on Rumble right now. It's a newer app. Where you can live stream, so we are there as well. And shout out to everybody that's watching on Rumble. Appreciate the support. Hit the like button, follow us, subscribe, as we got shows coming up about the Premier League, of course, and in general football, but definitely the important matches. You're going to be able to watch and feel the excitement through Football Uncensored. And I appreciate all your support on YouTube, on X, on Twitch. Unai Simon, Spain now with the control again. 33 minutes underway. Nico Williams, who's been playing a little bit inside, although now he's going back to his original play. So Lenormand, Laporte,
on a good way there.
Cucurella now with the football. Fabian Ruiz to Carvajal on the right side of the pitch. Lamine Yamal now 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. And it's going to be Lamine Yamal.
Oh, well done, Luke Shaw.
That's a well-defended play, but English folks are saying it's not a corner kick. We're going to take a look at it right now.
It is.
It is. It is, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a corner for Spain. Nico Williams.
A perfectly timed toe poke, as you say.
Yeah.
There we go. Come on, guys.
The corner kick, be careful. Ooh, Lenormand. I thought he was going to get to it. Was that an offensive foul? Or is that a corner kick? I thought Lenormand was going to get to it, but it was Guy.
Yeah, Declan Rice.
Oh, so Declan. Hey, be careful now, because that might be.
Oh, they might have a look at that.
they might be look a little bit close because that looks right there against Rodri.
Could be a penalty
Now be
there.
careful. If you now, yeah, the referee has blown his whistle, and he said, "Oh no, he's looking at he's talking about to the players." But VAR, if they are good at their job, they might ask the referee to come look at it, but I guess not.
Well, they would have told him to stop play.
Already, Dani Olmo lock and load. Harry Kane now playing as a good center back. I'm not sure that's what his job qualifications are, but Dani Olmo all the way back against Kobe Mainoo. Now Dani Olmo again, a 360, passing the ball right there to Morata. Rodri now. Well, the ball goes back to Rodri in the midfield for Spain. Laporte.
It's too much space here for him. Giving him far too much space.
Lenormand, Carvajal, Lamine Yamal. Ball goes to Fabian Ruiz, Cucurella. Williams, 1-1 against Walker. With the cross, nobody home, and that's going to be a goal kick for him.
Early cross.
Ain't nobody answering the door.
Spain is, I believe, trying to overcome the English pressing. As we look at Foden, Kyle Walker, Pickford now with the goal kick.
We've got to be more competitive
all the way to the left side. Be careful. Harry Kane now with the second ball touch of the game. Nico Williams. Nico Williams all the way in the midfield. Carvajal now. Rodri representing Manchester City.
Swapped places now. Look. Here we go.
Oh, what a nice ball right there. Nico Williams now all the way on the right side against Guy, but playing the ball back to Carvajal. Carvajal lobbing it. Passing the ball to Laporte. Rodri to the right side. Nico Williams ready to pass. Nico Williams 1-1 against Luke Shaw. Lamine Yamal against Bellingham. And nicely done. That's going to be a deflection on the referee. Is he not going to stop it? No. Jouet says the referee. Lamine Yamal now back with the football on the right side against Phil Foden. 19 versus 11. Tries to cross it. Nicely defended right there by Luke Shaw. Jude Bellingham now against the world. But gets taken down by the Spanish artillery. Ruiz.
What the hell was that?
Is, I don't know what the hell he was
like
trying to do.
We were crossing the ball against Netherlands.
Jude Bellingham is looking at the play right there. Lenormand with a nice tackle. Pickford now. Spain pressing. Stones. Walker. Bukayo Saka, who's gone quiet. No, that's a Kobe Mainoo, sorry. Who's been quiet for the most part.
That's better.
Stones. Pickford. You be careful now. A little too close for comfort, ladies and gentlemen. Bellingham winning the ball, but the ball goes back to Spain. Rodri. Cucurella.
Why isn't it pressing?
Oh, man, that would have been a nice turnaround, but nicely done by Kyle Walker.
Come on, you've got some space now. Who's in front of him, look?
Go.
Come on, Kane. Get up there on the line.
Give him
something to think about.
I don't understand why Harry Kane.
Saka should have been away as well, by the way.
Kyle
Saka
Walker
should have
now.
been up the wing there. Look, Shaw's unmarked.
That's better. It's going to go back.
Oh, wait, no, Shaw. Give it to Shaw now, man.
John Stones
done,
now
Stones.
carrying the ball.
Go on, Stones.
John
Well
Stones
done.
against the world.
Go on,
ladies and gentlemen.
Stones.
John Stones, be careful. John Stones against 5 Spaniards. John Stones still in control, but he gives the ball away.
Now we're in
answers.
trouble.
Now be careful. Counter attack by Spain. Nico Williams is going to pass it all the way to the right side. Lamine Yamal now England has come back, so doesn't seem like much of a danger now. Lamine Yamal, good job by the English running back, tracking back in defense.
That was a cracking run by Stones, though, to be fair, because it certainly got the Spanish turning.
It was great.
And it was just a shame that there was nobody with him in support.
All the time. Yeah, he does it for Man City all the time, and he's that's the first time he's really done it for England this tournament.
Williams now playing
but to be
on
fair,
the right side.
previous games, you've had lots of. We've played a lot of negative teams, haven't we? That have counter-attacked and they've played 5 and a 4 against us.
Yeah.
So to do them type of runs from midfield, very few and far between. Do you get the space to do that?
Oh yeah.
Well done, lad. That's better.
Right
Come
side.
on,
Harry Kane.
come on. We've got the overload now.
Harry Kane, now Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham playing inside the Kane. That's not a good play right there. Spain tries to get the ball. Now Harry Kane now with the ball back. Crossing it all the way to the right side again to Bukayo Saka.
Come on, Walker's in.
Again. Look at
Play Walker in, lad.
Oh, Kobe Mainu. And gives the ball away now to Lenormand. Spain now with the counter attack. Nico Williams down the left side, all over the. Look at that! A little bit of Torero, a little bit of a Spanish flair, right there.
The ball runs past you, man.
Yeah.
A bit of bull, you mean?
The Torero, man, learn the Spanish. That's a poor play right there. That's a poor play right there by Lamine Yamal. Carvajal looking, come on, mate. I'm 35. I don't run as fast as I used to. And boy, it's been an entertaining first half so far. Throwing now for England.
I don't know how
It's been entertaining for me. When you do the commentary, you get entertaining.
Where's I am yet to be enthused by Harry Kane.
Kenny Dobbs is not one shot on target. Yeah, you're right. But I feel like it's been up and down game for both teams.
Great ball.
Keeping it busy. Now be careful. Morata is going to cut inside. Morata now. Guille, nicely done by Stones and Guille. But Guille more important in this play because he's able to contain a 6'1", 6'2" striker. Look at that. Nicely defended right there. Everybody knew Morata was going to cut inside. But Guille, man, right there. That's a proper defensive work. Stones just getting back on time. But it's going to be a corner kick, ladies and gentlemen. Lenormand now complaining that his shirt is being pulled. Nico Williams with the cross. Kobe Maino now on the left side against Ruiz. Kobe Maino against Ruiz. Is Kobe Maino? That's going to be a goal kick right there. Proper work, says Pickford. Cheering on his mate, Kobe Maino, who's been awful quiet this first half. A few mistakes there. As we look at Harry Kane for the third, fourth time now, just walking. Fixing his captain band. Very quiet night.
Puffing and panting, you know.
Very quiet night for Harry Kane so far.
Come on, hoop that.
Pickford. All the way to the other side of the world. Rodri now playing with Lenormand. Carvajal. It looks like a little. Oh, be careful now. Carvajal giving the ball away to Bellingham. But Jude Bellingham now against the world. Harry Kane lock and load. Oh, nicely done. Nicely blocked, but be careful. There might be an injured player. That's going to be
that pace.
That's going to be a yellow card. That's got to be a yellow card right there for Nico Williams.
That pace, isn't it?
Yeah, that was just that pace. Just wasn't expecting that. Nico Williams.
Nico Williams was not expecting a 50-year-old running that fast. And Kyle Walker is a man of different genes.
He's the
But
fastest
nicely
man in the
blocked right
Prem.
there by Rodri, just in time.
That was on target as well.
He was on target.
That's going to be a set piece. Declan Rice, number 4 from Arsenal.
Yeah, he
All
got
the
his
way.
shot away
Nope,
for the
that's gonna.
first
He's
time.
gonna.
One of the
Excellent,
Spanish is
brilliant
down.
defender,
He's going to
that.
be giving it away now. It looks like Laporte is down. There was a play in that block against the Hurricane shot. Certainly, it was a friendly. It was friendly fire between him and Rodri. Look at that right there.
Oh, it was his mate who got through him. It was Rodri's momentum that went through the side of his knee, wasn't it?
It was a little bit of friendly fire. Luke Shaw now in charge. Is it going to be Luke Shaw, the elder statesman?
Go on, right. I would love to have Shaw to have a go near post here.
Or is it going to
just
be
let it
Declan
bounce
Rice?
just in front of him?
Half time.
Oh, now there's a little brouhaha. Cucurella and Saka. Declan Rice, all the way from the northeast of London. North
Come on,
London.
boys. Come on! Oh!
Man, what a play. Oh, good God almighty. Phil Foden almost puts it in. Phil Foden didn't even know what's happening.
Falling back on the volley. That's a really good technique, that is.
Whoo, just in time
Really
to
good
nice him
technique.
on. Boy, oh boy, my oh my.
Great
Phil
technique to
Foden.
even manage a shot on target there, you know.
That was accurate by Phil Foden. Be careful. Lamine Yamal running for it. But not going to get to it. Very accurate by Phil Foden. And you know he's accurate. He just had a kid. So he's on point every time. Shout out to your boy Jats. It's coming home, saying on Twitch. Shout out to you, mate. Find us on YouTube at
Your boy Jat. Welcome, your boy Jat.
hold on, your boy Jat. Find us on YouTube at FT Uncensored, or you just put Football Uncensored on YouTube. Subscribe to our channel, mate. He is saying it's coming home. Oh, Cucurella now flying.
It's coming home. You're not wrong.
Shout out to you, my boy. Your boy Jat. And now Lamine Yamal all the way back. It's incredible now.
Look
Look
at Bellingham's body language there. When that ball went back and it looped over Laporte's head, well, I think it was Norman's head, there wasn't any player anywhere near him that could be pressuring that second ball. And his body language, and he pointed towards Kane and Foden, to be fair, but more towards Kane, is, why are you there? And I think that's been our first half, if I'm honest. I think we need to have Kane as the spearhead for that get-out ball, but whether he does nothing for the rest of the game. I think sometimes what happens, whether it's the captaincy that he's got, that he thinks he's got to be more involved in the middle of the park to try and support the rest of the team. But what we've noticed with this is we've not got an out ball. We've not got anybody that can get it into feet and bring the players in from midfield. So every time it goes forward from those little second balls, the balls come straight back at us. So I think somebody needs to speak to Harry Kane and say, whether you're a captain or not, you're our centre forward and you really need to be the pinnacle of the 11.
And this is the thing, players, and listen, we know Harry Kane is a creator, kind of like Benzema, a creator, somebody that passes, that has good vision, that scores, obviously. But when he tries to do the secondary jobs rather than being a striker, that's when it becomes a problem, because you already got a ton of midfielders that are going to create. So you have to focus on your main job, which is score.
Exactly.
He certainly had. And on the other side, Morata, not a creator by any means, but certainly not on point on his passes. I mean, there was one pass that he could have given it to Olmo, I believe, alone against Pickford, but didn't do that. A lot of beer biking saying Spain dominated. Do you guys see a domination from Spain?
Well, I mean, I suppose they had the ball. They had the possession up until the, again, final third. They were trying to get the ball into the box early. So, I mean, if you were scoring a boxing match, you would probably have them around ahead. But again, they've not troubled the keeper. So
70% possession and 300 passes to our 134. So more than double the passes.
Yeah. But as daft it looks, as we've seen, and how many times
That
have we dominated possession previously, and we've got hit on the counter attack?
This is Southgate football.
Possession is only 9/10 of the law.
Yeah.
I just think we've got to do. As the game went on, we seemed to have a little bit more control of the ball, but we've again, and we've said it every single game throughout this tournament. When we get the ball, whether we win a tackle or it's a misdirected ball from the Spanish, we haven't got an outlet in front of us, and I don't care what anybody says, unless you've got. I mean, how many times have they tried to put the ball in for Morata in the first half for Olmo? When you look at ours, when we go and turn the ball around, we don't seem to have that. It's sometimes we've got Foden and Bellingham in front of Kane, but you should never have that.
There's none of them who that was great, but they're just showing the rerun of that ball from Shaw to Saka, the crossfield ball. It was a brilliant ball.
Oh, it was an amazing ball. It really was.
That's what the highlight.
I think Sean's been one of the highlights of the England squad, if I'm honest, in the first half. Yeah. Boys, excuse me, I'm just going to go and say good night to the girls, and then I will be back in a very, very short while.
Have a quick look at the beer changes needed. Kane looks like he's been made to work on the band's birthday. He needs some cocaine to get moving. Yeah, you're right there, Foxy. Nico Williams did switch wings, but he couldn't. Yeah, Walker's got his legs without a doubt. Well, Walker's got everybody's legs, let's be honest. But when Williams has gone over to the right, Yamal still hasn't come over to the left. They're kind of both there, which is leaving just Cucurella on the left. What else have we got here? Let's have a look. No, not one shot on target. Well, you could argue that Harry Kane's was on target. It was blocked shortly after leaving his foot, but it was definitely on target. Rice doing a Paul Dummett. Yeah. I thought VAR might have had a look at that a bit more closely. But fortunately, they didn't. I think all the mods are critical of Southgate. I think everybody's critical of Southgate, Queenie. But as I say, get ready to eat lashings and lashings of humble pie when we bring it home, because trust me, it is coming home. It doesn't look like it right now, but then every game we've played this tournament, we've looked absolute pony. And somehow, some way, we keep pulling it out of the fire. And as long as it keeps on happening, you just can't decry Mr. Southgate. Despite what we all can see as tactical unawareness, stubbornness, all the other adjectives that have been sent in his direction, the bottom line is we're the only European team to have reached the quarterfinals of the last 4 major competitions. We've been in 2 finals, 1 semi-final. Whatever he's doing is working. None of us know how, but it is. And so that's the bottom. Football is about results. And it's easy to argue that we're doing it despite Southgate, not because of Southgate. But there's better managers than him, with better squads than he's had, who haven't engendered the team spirit within the squad, which Gareth has done. I never thought I'd see the day when I was a Southgate apologist, but that one's dead. They're just showing on the telly there now the Kane effort. So that was definitely a shot on target. And of course, you had that one there from Foden that they're just showing again. Now they're showing them all now. So whoever it was said one had a time for a sing along. Oh, today we're off to sunny Spain. Hey, viva España. I don't want you beer. I don't know what I'll be singing when we win this. I'll think of something. But suffice to say, I don't care how we do it. Do you think the Italian fans were bothered last year, last Euros? Do you think the Italian fans were bothered that they played crap when they go home with that trophy? I don't think so. So the 90 minutes will soon be forgotten about if we are carrying that trophy up the tunnel. That is the bottom line. That's all that matters. Told you, Bia, Spain's just some ground that there. It is a good ground. Well, Watkins or Tony even. AJ. Same time for it. But again, that's not a Gareth thing to do. He will stick with him, and lo and behold, 87th minute, Harry Kane will get the winner. It's just written in the stars. I know we shouldn't poke the football gods, but these things just somehow happen. As Napoleon said, give me lucky generals. And he did okay till he came to his Waterloo. What else have we got here? Well, Spain have been the dirtier of the two. They've had 6 fouls to our 2
How are we?
And the pass accuracy is better than ours is as well, 86% as opposed to 74%. And 74% pass accuracy in top-level football is
amazing,
poor.
isn't it?
Anything under 80, 85% is just, it's not acceptable.
Yeah, like I said, they feel as though they've got like the hot potato, haven't they? It's just been passed around, and like I said, I've been a little bit surprised that Maino hasn't been more involved, but I think he's probably nerves. I think he needs to grow into the game. Definitely.
I'm just going to go and shake
the biggest
hands
problem
with
I found. Okay, Matt. I think the biggest problem I found now, like I say, is the way these guys, the Spanish, have made the pitch as wide as they possibly can, and because, like I say, we've gone quite narrow at the back. What you've ended up doing is giving them the space for both Cucurella, not so much Carvajal, because obviously age is going to probably catch up with him towards the end of the game. But what you've got is Yamal and Nico Williams have both come quite narrow, and it allows the overlap from players. And sometimes it's making England unsure of who's going where and who's marking what. So I've been really impressed with some of the communication. There's been a couple of times where we've had an overload on the inside left position, especially when Nico Williams has gone and Cucurella has overlapped, because it forms this little triangle. And what you end up doing is, especially if Saka isn't switched on and following the player, you end up having this moment where, within 1 or 2 really good balls and they're through on goal. And luckily for England, that one opportunity that arose from that position actually went awry, and it was pretty much the only pass that was poor from the Spanish the entire half. Luckily for England, because like I say, that would have given them the opportunity to go 1-on-1 with Pickford. So they've done okay.
Yeah, certainly interesting match. I mean, listen, if you want a pretty final, you might not get that style of football that everybody wants, but it's been entertaining in my opinion because it's been an up and down game, full of intensity. I mean, look, it's about winning at the end of the day, and so you can't also be too proactive and leave yourself open in the back. I mean, that's going to even be, that would not be good at all for either team. But I think we've been saying it. I think Harry Kane needs to be involved very much. If not, it's not going to be good. A lot of fans right now calling, I think Kenny saying that, or maybe was it Kenny or AG saying that they want to bring in, they should bring in Ollie Watkins. Look, if the guy came on and scored, why not? Can you put both on? Can you keep both on the pitch? Well, then you're going to start jeopardizing the midfield for a player that hasn't shown up like Harry Kane. But then again, Harry Kane has got talent enough that one play, one moment, he can win it. So it's a tough decision that Gareth has in his hands. But what can you do? I mean, it's one of those things, man.
Well, he's in the tunnel, so he hasn't made any changes.
Yeah, certainly. So players are coming back now.
No, I do think you're going to have a similar type of setup. I don't think he'll make any changes just yet because, like I said, as much as domination that they've had with the ball and passing-wise, they've actually created no clear-cut chances yet. So, I think if I was the manager, I would actually look at that and say, that's a positive.
Believe me, together we can change history.
And tonight's the night we do it.
Hey, that's what I like.
Tonight could be the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Foxy's got a good point here. Look,
yeah.
He wouldn't be surprised if Kane's having injections to get through something. He's not running freely. He's not up to speed with the game majority of the time. I totally agree with Foxy.
Yeah, no, the Peruvian striker. Yeah, that's old. Listen, I understand that. So now Gareth is going to have to make one of those decisions, right? I mean, can he continue having somebody that's not very much active? It's going to be the same thing for both teams. De La Fuente, is he going to keep Alvaro Morata that's not performing well, the same as Harry Kane? So it might be the kryptonite for both teams, the striker situation. So now players are coming onto the pitch.
I feel that we can definitely play better. I'm not
I agree.
sure that Spain can.
I think if Spain play better, they win. That's the problem.
That's a statement right there.
I don't know. I don't underestimate our defense. We've let in.
I totally agree with. It's like you said. It's not the defence that's worried me.
So Subimendi is going to come onto the pitch.
Subimendi.
So there is a change right there for Spain. Going to be interesting to know who is he subbing in for. Now De La Fuente letting them know, you go here, go there, do this and do that, and we're going to win. It's Subimendi. That's interesting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, obviously Laporte got chopped, didn't he? I wonder whether he's.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, wait a minute! It is Rodri. It's Rodri coming off the pitch. Now that is breaking
I'm going to say,
right there.
I couldn't understand why Zubamendi's coming on for Laporte because obviously totally different positions.
Now I'll tell you this: Laporte was involved with Rodri in that play, but it didn't seem like Rodri was hurt. So,
wow,
he has to have been hurt. Now, kickoff, ladies and gentlemen, second half underway. Breaking news for the Spanish side: Rodri, Manchester City's Rodri, off the pitch. We are assuming that it is related to an injury, because other than that, I just don't understand it. But the plot thickens, and of course, this might help England, but who knows? Who knows how this will end?
Well, Rodri going off can't harm us.
Well, that's certainly
not at all.
Nico Williams now playing, and That's going to be a throw in for Spain. Laporte playing with Lenormand.
So we're back to 4 Basques on the pitch again. 2 from Sociedad and 2 from Bilbao.
So it looks like Rodri, he is injured. And now Pep Guardiola is pulling his hair out, whatever he's got left.
That was a good touch.
Lamine Yamal.
Don't let him shoot.
Yamal, be careful. Nico Williams alone, lock and load in his hand. Woo! Good God almighty, old man. Nico Williams.
One quality ball inside, look.
It was that, well, no, it was the original ball to Yamal that did the damage there. A quick ball.
That's what I said, the ball inside. That's what I was saying to you, the overload.
What a play. What a play. England caught with his pants down. Literally. They were not prepared for that attack. And it wasn't a counterattack, ladies and gentlemen. It was a regular play.
No.
But nobody was
there. That ball there, look, on the inside right position.
Amin cuts inside. Guy follows him. Now that pass right there. Oh man, Kyle Walker was following Olmo, and then he leaves Williams open right there for a pass to the goal. Pickford, could he have done more?
It's a great finish.
I think Kyle Walker was blocking Pickford a little bit.
It's all very well watching it in slow motion and saying, could he have done more? But nah, that was...
Nah, it's quality, that was, to be fair.
Nonetheless, Spain is up 1-0, and England are starting to sweat at the moment.
You better believe it.
A lot of football left to play, so don't underestimate the English. However,
he can jump.
Don't underestimate the Spanish either. This is a very much an intense match, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to get better. Fabian Ruiz now playing back.
You might see a football match now.
Quick and in a hurry. The Spanish up 1-0. Thinking about, everybody was, worried on the Spanish side and maybe happy on the English side that Rodri was off the pitch. Well, maybe a little too happy. Nobody noticed. So we'll have to see.
Exactly. The beauty of these guys now, these are one of the world's best for slowing the game down now and keeping the ball. That can be so frustrating.
Yeah.
Look at that for the ball.
Carvajal now. Dani Olmo, Nico Williams.
We're all over the place.
Nico Williams. Dani Olmo, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! Good God. Man, oh man. Now England has to be careful now. Because it's the same play back to back. The same play back to back. And now Pickford is outrageous.
We are all over the place.
They have to calm down, England. You have to calm down. A lot of football left to play as we're looking at Rodri on the bench, biting his nails. Foden. Mainu. The ball all the way to the left side. Luke Shaw.
Oh, that was poor. He could have been up the wing there,
But he's got no outlets. There's nobody breaking the neck on the left-hand side here now to get in front of him.
Worry about that when you get there. When you've got 30 yards empty space in front of you, you've got to run into it.
And now, be careful now.
Whoa.
Be careful. You got to be careful.
That's the last thing you want.
And this is the thing that you need to remember. If you're England supporter or player more importantly, you cannot let the game get the best out of you, because if Jude Bellingham catches that Spanish player right there, he gets sent off, and that becomes
that's all over then.
An uphill. Yeah, it's going to be very bad. So you got to be careful, and you don't want to be the next David Beckham.
Oh, go.
That's better.
Jude Bellingham now.
Bellingham. Poor ball, though, man. Dear me, shocking ball.
Yeah, it was a poor pass right there. It looked Shaw also not in a hurry to get to it either. Nicely done. Carvajal now defending. Gareth Southgate. What is he going to pull out of his hat?
The magic hat.
Spain now, but see, there was space, a lot of space there. Alvaro Morata, low, Luke Shaw with the football. Luke Shaw now. looking for somebody. Kobe Maino, be careful. 26. Declan Rice now. Trying to go to the other side. Kyle Walker with a pass. Is he going to get to Bukayo Saka? Saka
Come on,
against
Saka.
Cucurella. Saka number 7. Saka against DXK. Phil Foden. Declan Rice. Luke Shaw now. Jude Bellingham. King Jude in the pitch. Ladies and gentlemen, Declan Rice. Stones playing with Bukayo Saka. Kobe Mainu. Mainu playing with Rice. And the pass goes to Bellingham.
Nicely done.
On the right side, Kyle Walker. Now the cross.
Oh,
And that is a poor cross. Luke Shaw, can you get to it, please? He's going to get to it. That's going to be out off the pitch. And that's a poor cross right there. De La Fuente looking maybe happy inside. Of course he is. Winning 1-0. Kyle Walker. Carvajal. And Carvajal now go on. Going to take a little time, little breather.
Yeah, he knows exactly what he's doing.
Throw in. Guy. Olmo. Oh, that's possibly going to be a foul right there on Nenomon. Nico Williams right now against the world. Nico Williams, 1-on-1, mano a mano. He's going to decide to pass it back to Cucurella. Laporte.
I think his valuation's just gone up by another 20 mil.
Oh, man, you better believe it. Actually, talking about Barcelona, and their president, Laporte, has said, I like Nico Williams, and I can afford him. What president comes out and says that? Well, very suggestive to say
Look at that. How has he got that far with that ball on the floor?
Now, Subimendes, that's going to be a foul. Yes, sir. Offensive foul, defensive foul, whatever you want to call it. And that's going to be a yellow card right there for Stone, center back for England. And now he's talking back. You got to be careful. You're painted yellow. You might want to be quiet. Center back, England center back painted yellow. That's tough now. Moving forward.
Sorry.
Cucurella, Nico Williams now, and every time he touches it, the Spanish fans.
This is going to be Spain from now on. Safe ball.
But then there is when I have an issue with Gareth's game plan, because you're losing and you're England. So when are you going to make a proactive change? Maybe I'm not even talking about a substitution. I'm talking about something that you can tell the players to do to move forward. You don't have to get carried away either, because it is just 1-0.
But they don't need to rush now, do they, the Spanish? That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. And now the Spanish are going to play going to be playing give it to me and I'll give it to you. Lamine Yamal now. Oh, nice. Quite a flare pass to Carvajal, and he's trying to give it back to Morata. Nicely blocked right there. Declan Rice, Carvajal, Morata.
Look at that. Oh, Jesus.
Morata now 1-on-1. Morata has to pass it to Nico Williams. Morata, what are you doing? And Guy now yelling at his defense. Guy reprimanding his teammates. Well, that's exactly what you need, though.
It is, absolutely.
You need to wake up.
I haven't seen enough of that, to be fair. Man, we need some energy up front. We've got no energy up front at all. Their two centre halves haven't had an easier game in this tournament. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
Oh, what a pass right there, Morata.
Look at that for the
Morata against the world, alone and nicely defended by Stones. Another offensive play. Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal trying to nutmeg Bellingham. Nicely done by Jude.
Tried to get back in.
And now Jude playing back to Rice. Declan Rice, who's going to play with give the ball away back.
Great ball.
Nico Williams locking low. Nico Williams. Woo! Good God Almighty. Almost there. So close yet so far. Kissing the post. And now
We are on the ropes at the minute now.
Definitely, that's a good way to put it. On the ropes, ladies and gentlemen. And I tell you what, Morata, poor execution there. That's going to be a foul right there on Cucurella against Cucurella.
Cucurella's like a little Jack Russell, isn't he?
Yeah,
he just nips at your ankles constantly.
Yeah,
he's not a quality player.
He's an
but
annoying.
By God, he doesn't know if let you know he's there.
But I tell you what, in the first half, it was good combinations between Saka and Kyle Walker. Why has England stopped doing that?
Well, there's a lot of times that Kyle Walker did the overlap and just didn't get the ball. I mean, Saka just wants to come inside all the time when the ball was on the outside.
Kyle Walker now holds it all the way to look Shaw. Look Shaw now, old guy versus old guy. Old bull versus old bull. Oh, nice play, Jude Bellingham. That's not going to be a foul right there. Joe, says the referee. Jockey.
Wasn't a foul at all.
Morata now pressing. But I'll tell you what, although I've criticized the same, Morata and Harry Kane the same, I see Morata now being a little more.
Who was that to?
Running around. That's a poor pass right there by Stones.
What the heck, Stones?
Come on. I think I must have got in front of you, lad, again. What are you on, time-wise?
I'm on 57.
57 exactly.
It looks like Ollie Watkins is
Watkins is on.
Ollie Watkins, and I tell you what, he's going to make a statement if Harry Kane comes off the pitch. And it would be very well deserved, to be honest, because Harry has been off tonight.
We've played 10 players the entire tournament.
Yeah, that is also, you got to do something. And I'm not saying it because I'm a Newcastle fan, but Anthony Gordon could be somebody that can scramble up something up there. Kobe Mainoo has been poor as well all game long.
Yes. Very poor.
Mainoo has been the worst player on the pitch.
Well, I don't know. Mainoo at least has touched the ball. Harry Kane hasn't even touched it. And now Gareth has something in his mind. He's been criticized by being slow with the substitutions. That's a fact. 57 underway. Obviously, Ollie Watkins warming up. Is he going to break that rule? Lenormand down with the football. A little bit of pressure now from Foden. Unai Simon.
Come on.
He's going to hoof it all the way.
It's just far too easy. Look at that for an outlet.
Yeah.
Nobody anywhere near him.
Morata with Lamine Yamal, and Lamine taking his time. Not being in a hurry. Nicely done. That's a nutmeg pass right there to Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz now playing with Nico Williams, the hero for Spain today. Ruiz want to play with Lenormand. Morata. Olmo to Morata.
Well done, Luke Shaw.
Luke Shaw, surprisingly enough, has been one of the most active players. Not pretty, but at least he is playing his heart out.
Absolutely. He's wearing his heart on his shirt. That's what you want. Oh, yeah, wait until 60 minutes, why don't you? What's an extra 3 minutes going to give you?
Passes together, man.
Another pass, Jude Bellingham to Saka. Walker, Saka.
Come on, now turn and go. Turn and go. Come on, Foden, you've got to get over him. That's better.
Oh,
be careful. Oh, man, Foden tried to pass it to Harry, and Harry frustrated because he can't get the ball. But if he can't get to you got to get to it. Kobe Mainoo now trying to do a little flare, but it doesn't work out. Saka now with the football back. And England now trying to create something.
Switch.
Luke Shaw, well defended right there. It's been Old Bull versus Old Bull on the right side, left
Here
side.
we go.
Now it's going to be a change right there. Who's going to come on? Harry Kane coming off. Yes, sir. Harry Kane coming off the pitch. This is unprecedented. Not because it hasn't happened, but it is the final. It is the captain of England. And now Ollie Watkins coming onto the pitch. What do you guys think about this change?
Perfect. Should have been 5 minutes ago for me, if I'm honest.
It's got to be an improvement, hasn't it?
Well, he's certainly fresh, and now the English fans are recognizing this move and doing their part.
Come on now.
Kobe Mainoo now. Kobe Mainoo, Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham with the ball. Pass.
Flick it out, Jude. Well done.
To the right side.
That's where we need to be.
Get in the middle.
Get it in the box.
But
Got to get them turning now.
Get it in the middle, man.
Declan Rice. I think Bukayo's going to have to try to beat Cucurella once or twice.
Go on, Guy. Go on, Guy.
Guy now trying to create something offensively. Luke Shaw. Would you look at that? A center back, Guy, trying to do something up front. Now he's going to have to run back, though. Kyle Walker passing it to Bukayo Saka. Bukayo's got to try to do one.
Much
Saka,
better.
that's going to be a foul right
Get
there.
that byline, man.
Yeah, he's got to. Listen, he is quick. He's got to trust his instincts. He's got to trust his skill. And now Fabian Ruiz against Foden. Oh, no, that's Morata complaining about a push. And this is the game plan that Spain will like to get England into. Waste time.
Well, I can't agree with you there, Bia. I think Luke Shaw's just about being the best player on the pitch. For England.
But see, it's easy. You're saying
yes,
the best player.
Luke Shaw's been
that has no context. Saying Luke Shaw is the best player in the pitch has no context, really. You can say, though, that Luke Shaw has been active. The guy that's trying to defend, playing with his heart, running. He's been doing a lot of that, which I haven't seen much of from anybody else, to be honest.
He's been England's best player. I can't say that.
Phil Foden now with the set piece.
Well, they've, believe it or not, they've got Jude Bellingham down as the highest at 7.3 with Kyle Walker at 7.
Foden.
That's a good ball. Ooh. Little flick on required there. That would have been great.
England gets the ball back. Declan Rice. He's going to have to play all the way back with Pickford. And now that allows Spain to get back on their feet and structured again.
Got to go for the overload. Go on. Go on.
Cucurella now running against Foden. Cucurella. The ball goes back
to Saka. Well done, Foden.
Saka with Bellingham. Bellingham lock and load.
Go! Oh! Well done, Bellingham. Unlucky, son. Unlucky, son.
Yeah. A little bit off target. Caressing, kissing. Flirting with the goal. So far, yet so close. And that's one
just
of the things.
Wide of the target.
He has got class. He can do it.
That's exactly what Bellingham is. He's a moments player.
Now, Unai Simon, what
are we doing now? Come on, lads. Look at the Spanish are very, very clever.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, he didn't like that football, so he threw it. But now it's going to be Laporte with the goal kick. Oh, passing it. Nicely done right there. And then Oman now.
There's a difference with Watkins, though. You don't get that time anymore.
That's right. Gonna have to be careful with Watkins. He's proven himself to only need one chance.
Come on now.
Now the pass goes to Bellingham. Be careful.
Oh, that was nearly a handball.
Yeah,
that was nearly a handball.
Watkins saying that's a corner kick, but the referee saying no, that's a goal kick. Let's look at it. But
how stupid is this? That is we're on 65 minutes, and it's the first time that the Spanish defender is running back towards his own goal.
That is right.
They don't like that. They don't like that overlap. They don't like the players running in behind them. It was too easy the first 60 minutes.
Spanish football, they want to play on the ground. They don't really like hoofing it. So you're going to have to do something that they are not comfortable with. But England hasn't been up to par with what you would expect. Declan Rice all the way back.
What a difference. Just need the composure now. That's what we need. A little bit of composure and a bit of quality, and this game could change all of a sudden.
Pickford now. Cucurella with the ball. Williams passing it to Morata. That's oh man,
There's
look at
the
that. Dani
ball.
Olmo against Lamine Yamal. Bad control. Lamine.
Oh,
Ooh. Pickford.
three
Pickford is the name
passes
of the
needed
game.
there. Look,
3 passes. 2 unbelievable stuff, man. So quickly the Spanish get up there. And if it wasn't for that bad control by Lamine in the first place, it could have been a different outcome. That's a proper save, to say the least. Corner kick now for Spain. Everybody's got their man ready for a dance-off. Morata. Walker on Morata. Well, okay.
it's a
Be
great
careful.
ball.
Phil Foden now counter-attack for England. Be careful. Kobe Mino.
Oh,
No,
Manu, where you
Mino.
going, lad?
Kobe
You're creating
Mino. That's going to be a throw-in.
more problems for yourself.
That's going to be a throw-in right there for Spain. Kobe Mino's got to get subbed off.
The first time.
Yeah, he's struggling like mad.
Who'd made the run?
66 minutes, man. You have to make a change now. There's going to be a change. Oyarzabal coming on for Morata, I'm assuming. Yes, sir. Morata telling him, come on, man. We got to win this one. Telling Carvajal. Morata now giving a last moment of a pep talk, I guess you can say, before he walks off the pitch. Wasting a little time as well. Oyarzabal now
Naturally.
coming onto the pitch. Morata has been criticized heavily throughout his career in Spain, saying that he misses penalties, that he's not a proper striker like the mighty win once. But at the end of the day, if he wins tonight, some of these players will be redeemed. And unfortunately for England, it might be hell on earth. But there's a lot of football left to play, though. A lot of football left to play.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I'm just trying to think of who we've got on the bench now that could be better than Mainu in the middle. So I just think we're missing that little. There you go. Look, see, we're missing that little bit of quality.
Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, be careful because Carvajal is going. Oh man, that's a good defensive play right there by Stones, and that's another corner kick for Spain. And let me tell you something: if you keep giving them corner kicks, one of them is going to go in. So you've got to be careful if you're England.
Cole Palmer. So, what do you reckon, Cole Palmer? Who do you reckon is going to come off?
You got to bring somebody. I mean, Cole Palmer would be good.
Manu would, I guess.
For Manu, yeah, 100%. Pickford now with the save, nicely done. Dani Olmo now, be careful. Dani Olmo with the cross. Subimendi was going to get to it, but Pickford nicely. Guy now. Williams gets the ball back. 1-on-1, Gil Williams. That's Subimendi with the cross.
What a great ball that was.
Good header.
Manu now. Be careful. Spain is lock and load. Ruiz. And nobody home. But see, this
Just
is
leading back, luckily.
This is the thing right here. It almost feels like Spain is losing 1-0.
Yeah, but you see, this is the problem. Spain are probably one of the favourites to break away, and like we just saw, three or four little passes and they're through.
I believe they listen
There
to
you
you,
go.
Gary. Kobe Mano coming off.
There you go.
Do you have the walkie-talkie there from your house?
I've been telling him all the way.
Well, look, Cole Palmer has been really good when he's come on the pitch. Some say he should have started, but there's an infatuation with Kobe Mano now being this.
Oh, go on. Oh,
Bukayo Saka.
that was so unlucky.
Oh man, that would have been nicely. That would have been one hell of a mistake by Spain.
Just saw the opening there, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a badge.
Throwing for England. Have to be more proactive now that England's losing. Cole Palmer now, the Chelsea player. Cucurella now, nicely done. Deflected. Fabian Ruiz against the
That's
world.
better, lads. That's much better.
Bukayo Saka now.
You can't lose there.
in Spain trying to
No,
pass
he
the ball.
had Rice completely unmarked 5 yards away.
Ruiz now passing it to Carvajal on the right side. Dani Olmo. Lamine Yamal. And now Spain going to go all the way around. But see, this is so intelligent by Spain. They have the possession.
It is.
And there is not pragmatic football, but it is wasting time.
And you know what the beauty of their motto is? It's play the way you're facing.
Yeah.
And like all of a sudden then you get these little knocks there, look, when it just falls to a red player. It always seems to feel when you play against Spain and play teams that seem to want the ball and keep the ball as if they've got an extra player on the park. And that's something that you just don't teach. It's so clever.
Yeah. Well, that was an offside call. Ollie Watkins now giving instruction. Guy, who's been one of the best players for England right now, and that tells you why. That tells you what's happening. Bad play right there by Bellingham. Bad play, Bellingham. Be careful.
Bellingham.
Oh, now Oyarzabal with the football. He's going to. Oh, right. That was a poor execution, but lucky. That was a good defensive play, though.
That man up now.
Come on now. Come on.
Cole
Come on now. Come on now. Come on now, Saka.
Saka 101.
Give him some options. Give him some options.
And now the Spanish have got
great ball.
Bellingham.
Have a go.
Palmer now.
Yes!
Woo! Good God Almighty! Palmer with the pass to the bottom. Man, that is unbelievable.
What a difference.
What a strike to save England. Woo!
That was absolute precision.
Boy, oh boy, my oh my. What a substitution. And once again, Gareth Southgate with a decisive substitution. Man, that's the last thing Spain wanted. Bukayo Saka on the right side. And Cole Palmer trotting into the play.
His
not really involved.
Perfect.
Good by Jude Bellingham, by the way.
Wow. And
man, what a strike. A cynical strike.
Boosh.
To the bottom right side of the goalkeeper. Impossible for Unai Simon. And now, ladies and gentlemen.
Possible slight deflection.
There wasn't a deflection. Could have been. No.
Slight. Not massive. I mean, I don't think it'd stop it anyway, but it looked like a slight deflection.
Oh, man. And now things have turned. Now, this is a football match now, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, man. My, oh, my.
No, we can't go backwards. No, we've got to carry on going as if we're 1-0 down. I don't like this, you say, being closed down. They lose possession like this, look. They're being hassled now.
Yep.
Well done, lads. Come on.
And now the fans are on their feet. England versus Spain. Very much an alive game tonight in Berlin, ladies and gentlemen. Who is going to be the winner?
That's a great ball.
Nice ball. Carvajal intercepting it. Slooping in now.
That's it.
Oh, nicely done. Stolen by Jude Bellingham. And now Jude Bellingham, the ball to
Palmer.
The dogs of war.
Palmer with Bukayo Saka. And Saka 1-on-1 against Cucurella.
Go on, Saka.
Cutting inside, and that's what he needed to do all game long. But he hasn't been really doing it.
Yep.
And now, look at the English fans. Pickford getting on it.
Cry God for Harry, England, and St. George.
And that's a throw, and the English fans are on their feet. Palmer.
Come on, lads.
Paul.
Saka.
Oh, great ball.
And now Palmer 1-on-1 again, and that's going to be a throw-in for England. Oh, no, that's going to be a throw-in for Spain.
What?
Oh, no, it's England. Okay, there you go. Well, Cole Palmer was going crazy because I think that...
No, Cole Palmer was G'ing the crowd up. He's going,
let's launch it. Come on, let's launch it. Come on, Walker. Get that ball into the box because they don't like that.
I throw in all the way to the box. Maybe so. Walker is saying, go in. Get in there. Well, he's going to have to throw it.
Come on, here we go.
Oh, he's going to have to play it back.
Oh, he's gone backwards.
Nobody was available. Now be
We've
careful.
gone backwards, lads. Come on.
For now. Pickford with a hoofing it.
Sweep back keeper.
And nobody
Come on.
home.
Where was that to? God blimey.
Nobody home. Give it to me, says Ollie Watkins. Man, oh man, my oh my. What a game right now in Berlin.
Come on, boys. All of a sudden, that space just isn't there for them. It's amazing how something can change the mentality of a team.
Foden has been just a tad bit quiet. If you take him off and put Gordon on that side, now you have two weapons that are going to be difficult to manage by Spain. But you have to think proactively. And I don't know. I think that Gareth might see the goal that was just scored by England and think that's good enough. Cucurella now playing in the midfield. Fabian Ruiz, number 8, passing the ball to Lamine Yamal, all the way to the right side, passing it to Carvajal. Be careful, Dani Olmo. Subimendi, number 18.
Dani Olmo's been quiet the second half, hasn't he?
Yeah, he sure has. De La Fuente not making a lot of changes. Some of these lads might be tired. Oh, what a nice play by the old guy, Carvajal.
Great ball.
And 101 against Foden. Carvajal against Foden. Passing it back to Lamine. And now Spain with the control of the football. Laporte. Cucurella on the left side. English fans saying England till I die in the stands.
Now, Chris, just have a look at the difference now. Look, Ollie Watkins is our furthest forward player all of a sudden. Look.
Yeah.
He's not gone too deep. He's just sitting in that hole. He's creating that little bit of pressure, because if it breaks, he's got an outlet straight away.
He's active, unlike Harry Kane was a bit lethargic, trying to do other things. That's a nice cross by Carvajal. Nobody home, though. Be careful, Nico Williams. Nico Williams now against Walker.
Great dummy by Walker.
Nico Williams with the cross. Be careful now, Oyarzabal. That's going to be a corner kick for Spain. Nicely defended by Stone. Boy, oh boy.
That's 9 corners now to Spain to our 1.
Mighty, when you're lagging like a... Yeah. You might want to come back in. Corner kick for England, ladies and gentlemen. For Spain, I'm sorry. And now the referee is blowing his whistle, saying, you ladies got to calm it down. Calm it down, ladies. That's a nice cross right there. Be careful. Oh, be careful with Fabian Ruiz now. He's going to give it away, but I don't know for what. Cole Palmer now hoofing it.
Get rid of it.
Getting rid of the danger zone. And now it's going to be a throw in. Gareth Southgate clapping his players, applauding his players. Fabian Ruiz now a bit upset. He wants somebody open to throw the ball into. Giving it to Carvajal, and now Spain playing the football again. You've got to be smart if you're both of these teams. Because it's 78 minutes underway, 79.
Yep.
You do not want to make a mistake.
Be critical.
Be careful now. Fabian Ruiz gives it to Subimendi. Subimendi now thinking. Cucurella. Back to Subimendi. Playing back. Spain passing the ball around, thinking it. No ideas yet. Carvajal on the right side, number 2. Passing it right there to Oyarzabal. Oh, man, that's going to be a goal kick right there for England.
Well done.
And we're looking at a strike right there. What a beautiful pass. And that is a pass right to the corner. Villard style, pool style. Impossible for Unai Simon. David Seaman right there celebrating.
Oh, that's a horrible ball.
And that's a bad hoof right there by Pickford. Subimendi playing all the way back to Unai Simon. Giving the ball back to Spain. This is the thing, though, that I have an issue with England. It's because they scored, they got what they wanted, and now all of a sudden you give the ball back to Spain. You know,
yeah,
it's kind of.
I think what you get there now, though, Chris, you get that mentality of we're back in the game now. Let's just make sure we don't just open the back door. but we've got to create when we've got the ball, and I think that's the difference.
Laporte playing another ball all the way to the right side with Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz now going to lose the ball, is he?
Well done, Foden.
Nicely done by Foden.
Great.
Goes back to Bellingham.
No outlets.
Oh, nicely done right there by Spain.
You've got to be quick, eh?
We'll be careful. And now Spain attacking. Be careful, England. Spain now. Williams, Dani Olmo. Playing with Williams again. Dani Olmo, ladies and gentlemen. Lamine Yamal. Oh, what a play right there.
Saves.
Close yet so far. Pickford.
Well done, Pickford.
Man, what a tiki-taka play. And now Pickford with the save. Unbelievable stuff.
Should have burst the net, like.
My goodness.
It was wonderful passing and movement by the Spanish. So that's what I'm saying. You've just got to get your players behind the ball, keep it tight, and then just try and use the ball when we've got it.
Yeah. Beer Bike and saying England are playing Bon Jovi style, living on a prayer. That's a good one right there. Leno Munn now with Carvajal, who plays all the way inside with Fabian Ruiz, who gives it back to Carvajal, and Carvajal might cross it. No, he passes it back.
Yeah, he's lucky for Nico because that's the outlet all the time. That is
Nico Williams 1-on-1.
Well done, Will.
Well defended, but that even better defense by Subimendi just in time. And there might be a change right there. Yes or no? Looks like he's going to be. Oh no, it's Spain. Yeah. So Nacho coming onto the pitch. Who is going to come off? He's a defender. Might be Leno Munn. Or maybe Laporte, who was in that collision where Rodri had to come off. And you wonder how much was Rodri missed in that midfield. Leno Munn coming off. Nacho coming onto the pitch for former Real Madrid now. Leno Munn coming off. A bit upset. A bit worried.
Well, that's the difference, you see, when you've got somebody with a bit of pace up front now.
Ollie Watkins trying to get to it. But I don't think I've seen Harry Kane jump that high trying to get to a football like Ollie Watkins.
I didn't start.
But I'm telling you, man.
Harry Kane just didn't jump, mate. I don't know. Like I said, he's just not been a player at all in this tournament. And I was so surprised that he was actually part of the Golden Boot Awards. If Olmo doesn't score, he gets the share of it.
Yeah. All right, Spain now. Thinking it through. Dani Olmo. Nico Williams now. Lamine Yamal. Playing with Carvajal. Fabian Ruiz wanted to lock and load. Carvajal now going to with the cross in. Nicely defended by Foden. Who is going to get the ball, man? You got to make up your mind. Lamine Yamal now, number 19. Nico Williams now. Oh, man. Nico Williams, be careful. Man, that would have been a dangerous 360 by Dani Olmo. Was playing at RB Leipzig. And I'm pretty sure he's going to have a few suitors coming his way. I don't understand why Newcastle are not involved. Maybe they are. Who knows?
Yeah, he just doesn't play in our position, does he? Unless we're willing to change.
Yeah. Lamine Yamal now with the set piece. Number 19. Only 17 years of age. Carvajal a bit exhausted with the crossing.
The quality of the balls into the box have been amazing, to be fair.
Yeah.
From set pieces.
Ruiz now playing all the way back with Unai Simone.
Come on, you've got to follow it. Don't give up on that.
Fans are on their feet. Cucurella. Dani Olmo lobbing it to Lamine Yamal. Be careful because this could be it. Lamine Yamal with a poor cross, even though Pickford.
Well done, Pickford.
Nicely done right there.
Go on now, you've got some space. Come on. Work the space, guys. What are you doing?
Be careful, Kyle Walker.
You're taking risks that you don't need to take, lad.
Yeah, Bukayo Saka all the way down, running to his position. A bit exhausted, seems Bukayo.
Yeah, I think that would be my next one.
Remember, Copa America.
Like you say, I would definitely bring somebody like Gordon on now.
Yep.
for the last 5 minutes.
Remember, folks, Copa America final, Argentina versus Colombia will be live later on at night. Might be late for the European folks, but if you're up and about, join us.
Well,
But we got to get to this one first. Nacho.
Come on.
Ollie Watkins now very much active. And be careful, ladies and gentlemen. Fabian Ruiz.
Look at them.
Fabian Ruiz, and it's going to be
That's the
Cucurella
ball.
now on the left side. Cucurella. Be
That's
careful.
the ball.
He's got his hand. Oh, what a play. Good God almighty. My, oh, my. It is in for Spain at the end of the game. Oyarzabal with the winner. Oh, my goodness gracious. And this is a night and day match.
Not the winner yet.
Oh, my goodness. Man. And they got to be careful because he might be offside.
No, he's not
Might be
offside,
offside,
man.
maybe not.
Cucurella was...
Picked
The
for the bit of-
Cucurella run, like I said, it was so open. You know, I mean, I know I'm sitting more or less in the stand, but I said you've got to watch the Cucurella run, and it was so obvious it was going to go there.
But I tell you what, this is my issue with England. This is my great by Spain because they've been trying to get the second goal all game long. That's not even the question. The fact is that England needs to play like a big team for once. And the fact that they are not proactive, they're very much reactive. This cross right here,
He
dangerous
might be
cross by
offside.
Cucurella.
He might be offside, you know.
He might be offside. But Oyarzabal, man, just putting his toe in there. Oh man, that's and a bit unfortunate because to see Guy on that picture, because obviously as you look at the El Rey in the building, but we got to see. We got to see because you never know. It might be offside. As the Spanish fans, are celebrating now. Mikel Merino, a DM,
Merino.
to say the least, former Newcastle United player. I was saying that it's a bit unfair to see Guy on that picture because he's been playing amazing for England, playing his heart out for the Three Lions, and unfortunately he was on that play. Now Cole Palmer with the football. Jude Bellingham has to try to do something for England. Now what a pass!
What a ball!
Oh man, that
What
pass.
a ball that was!
Ooh. That pass had a lot of evil intentions, but Ollie Watkins couldn't control it. Nacho right there. Man, oh man.
Who's coming off?
Tony's going on.
Oh, yeah, Ivan Toney coming off, Foden coming off, and I think that's
Foden
a bit of a late substitution for England. I'm gonna say that. You're gonna tell me you're gonna wait for until 20 minutes before you make a sub. I don't agree with that. Mikel Merino now number 6 coming off. Lamine Yamal coming off, and this is how you know De La Fuente is saying
Mikel
the house is on
Merino,
fire.
late of Parish.
De La Fuente with this change is saying the house is on fire. We just got to get the kids and the children out because it's over. But it is not yet.
It's
Cole
not
Palmer
over
with
till
the piece.
City sings.
Can't believe how long that substitute, well, this corner has taken.
Yeah, well,
It's
that's
like 3 minutes. Come on, we want the
that was
delivery.
a foul right there. Oh, Declan Rice. Oh, what a save! Woo!
Oh my God!
Dani Olmo. Oh my goodness gracious! What a save! That was a header by Declan Rice. Guy gets an Osaka. Oh no, that was Guy and Dani Olmo. Oh my goodness! Right on that, but you have to get. Well, no, they have a technology now that would tell you immediately if it went through. But look at Guy; he was going to be the hero for England, and Dani Olmo. Oh my goodness! Harry Kane losing it in the bench. And look at the reaction by the English fans. It just, oh man, gutting play. 4 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes to go. Oh man, what a gutting performance at the end of this game. Ivan Toney trying to get to it, and now Carvajal
Kick.
very much with a senior play. As the Spanish bench is now, everybody's turning to De La Fuente. Everybody's being a manager now. Now be careful.
Oh, what I was gonna say, what the hell are you doing?
Well,
The
I tell
ball
you
was
what.
open there. If a decent ball in behind, and he was through again.
Very right. And I'm being an objective pundit at the moment. Well, once the final whistle blows, I'm gonna be respect my what do you call it? Oh, that's a foul right there. That's gonna be a yellow card on somebody. But this just it feeds right into Spanish game at the moment. So Nacho is gonna go. He's going down.
He's going to be up. He's going to be like down now for about 10 minutes.
Yeah. But in all honesty, Watkins wasn't. That wasn't a bad play. He was trying to get to the ball, but it's Watkins. Is Watkins going to be the hero? 3 minutes and a half under to go. Pedri now, who's been injured against Germany, had a decent game. Hasn't been playing. Olmo has been on for him, and imagine now, Olmo scored and even has scored in previous games, but today has saved Spain on the line. Man, and Spain right now on the brink of winning Europe once again. Margui, Declan Rice now hoofing it. Nico Williams, now Cole Palmer now with the ball back. Palmer. And that's going to be a foul right there against Nico Williams. Margui being eaten alive by two Spanish players.
You know where this is going to be going now.
There we go. Here's the Air Force.
Oh, there
Let's
you go.
get in there. Look at that. Every single player up. Here he goes.
Yeah, that's going to be a pass right there. England trying to get something done. Bukayo Saka. Shut up, old man. I'm trying to commentate the game.
Oh, what the hell?
Now,
What are you doing, lad?
Cucurella's going down, and of course he's going to stay down. But there's a sniper in the building at the moment. And but that's not a foul though. That's not. This is the play right here. Cucurella right with the pass, and it is his knee.
His knee kept him
Stone's
onside.
knee. Yeah, no, he was onside, but
No, his toe wasn't, but the knee kept him on.
yeah, man, Oyarsawa to be the hero, and Southgate's reaction is a gutting reaction. Phil Foden as well, and of course the triumph, momentarily at least, for Spain. And look at that, another former Newcastle United player. Oh, be careful. Pickford's going to get to it. That is going to be a foul on who? A foul nonetheless. The King Felipe. King Felipe. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. Spain is champions of the Euro 2024, conquering England in Berlin. Wow. What a performance for the Spaniards. And of course, it is a bit quiet and somber from my two counterparts. But Spain, the righteous champion at last. I think they play better. And they got it done.
Oh, yeah.
Lamine Yamal, at 17 years of age, conquering Europe. You couldn't be any happier for him. And all these players. And some two players, former Marino. What's the other one that's at Real Madrid? I forgot. And is it very much a deserving win and a gutting performance?
It was, absolutely. I've not seen enough energy from Kane the entire tournament. I'm not sure why he started a lot of the games because, like I say, you know, a lot of the play comes through your forward line. I would have rather have seen Tony strong. He can hold the ball and bring the midfielders up. Ollie Watkins has proved exactly what he can do. I've been very disappointed with the energy from some of the players. But again, you can't take anything away from Spain. They've been outstanding the entire tournament. They've gambled with one or two very, very young
16.
players. And sometimes the occasion can literally overcome the ability. And you saw that with Mainu in the final game. A couple of games he's been really well. He's done really well. But this game, I think it was a game too far for him. You've got to be very offensive with the Spanish to get anything out of the game. And the difference between being very offensive is it's 3 passes and they've unlocked you. So you've got to have the right players sitting deep and marking the space. And as you saw with that second goal for Spain, 3 passes through the middle, the overlap from Cucurella, and a bang, it's there.
Yeah. And
Can't fault them.
The stats tell it all. 16 shots to our 9, 6 on target to our 4, 66% possession, 34, 545 passes to our 294, 89% accuracy to our 77.
Yeah.
10 corners to our 2. It just dominated.
It wasn't good enough. A breakthrough a tournament for Morata and Carvajal, winning. Those guys were not part of the golden era for Spain. They've been playing for a long time at Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. For Morata, Morata's been criticized heavily, but at least he's got a trophy under his name. Cucurella been questioned as well in the Premier League. Now he's got a title under his name. A lot of these players playing in a not lower level, but not in those big clubs that you would expect. Well, now that thing is going to change. Jesus Navas as well. He is a World Cup winner. He is a Europe winner. In decade later, back onto the team and win another one for Spain. Congratulations to the Spaniards, and Viva España, Viva el Rey, and Viva Catalunya. Man, that was a great performance. But on the English side of things, you got to say that this is it's got to be an end of an era for a few.
His luck finally ran out.
Reich has been saying it, and it is as much as I said earlier that if he wins it, you can't argue with it because he's won it after so many years. Well, now that he hasn't, in my opinion, Gareth Southgate needs to be released from his duties after this game. He got to the final. He tried it for 6 years, could not get to it. You're just in time, England, to make a good run at the World Cup. You don't want to start the same thing over, the same the same manager and all that, and expect something different in the World Cup. But what do you guys think about that?
You've said everything. I mean, like I said, we've all said, Southgate needs to be replaced. Yes, you've got to give credit where credit's due, I suppose, because he's got us to another final, but he hasn't got us to a final. The quality that he's got in the team, that's got us to the final. But with that type of quality, you should be getting more than just a semi-final, a final. They should be going on to win things. And unfortunately, as you've seen again today, his loyalty to certain individuals, you can't have loyalty to win things. You've got to be ruthless. Kane's done nothing the entire... Like I said, I keep saying it, Kane's done nothing. He tried gambling with Arnold in the midfield, and he didn't just do it once, he did it a couple of times. Now, if I'm absolutely honest, and I know it's been mentioned in the chat, we were lucky to beat Slovakia to get through. We were second best throughout that entire game. So we have rode our luck massively this tournament. But you cannot say that it's Gareth Southgate that's got us here. I think it is the fact that he has got players, and a lot of the times he's played these quality players totally out of position. Mm-hmm. So from my point of view, I think, yes, he's got there, but he's got to move on.
Yeah. It's got the performance for the English, but it's the end of an era, not for just Southgate, in my opinion, for some of these players. some
As
players. I
daft
mean,
as it
Kyle Walker,
seems.
just by age, can he get to the World Cup? Can he be really
No, I think
an asset?
he'll be
That's
gone.
the question.
He's a hindrance.
And
But-
not only that, I mean, you think of Harry Kane, and how old is he going to be? I mean, he might still be young enough, but does he need to be a starter for England?
Well, he'll be
Here's the
34.
thing. Here's the thing. How about Gareth goes, if you like, upstairs, so that he can
Well, that's
so that he can maintain the dressing room spirit, but have a proper coach looking after the players. He can ensure that we don't start getting the factions again that we used to have.
yeah.
That he was undoubtedly instrumental in coming in and changing, which is why I think we've done so well in tournaments since he took over. There's none of the fighting in the camps that there used to be.
They used to be.
So that there's maybe an argument to be said that he goes upstairs kind of thing at England, and they get somebody in who's actually tactically aware, tactically astute.
Yeah. Like I say, you can have 11 great players, but unless you play them in the right positions, as you've seen, it's lackluster. You know, and like I say, yes, it's a weakened defence, but I think the defence has been great the entire tournament, regardless of what everybody was saying. You know, we haven't got a left back, we haven't got a centre half, blah blah blah. Because again, the loyal ones that he wanted to pick, the Maguires, I don't know, Harry Maguire hasn't really failed for England. But sometimes you've got to look past that. So, and the beauty of this tournament is it's bed in a couple of names that we probably wouldn't have seen if other players were available. So from that aspect, I think, you know, it's opened the door for a few. I'm hoping it's closed the door on a couple.
We're scraping the barrel,
from that
trying
aspect, I think it's good.
to get some positives out of it, to be fair. There's not a lot of positives to come out of that.
Yeah, well, there is positives because we got to a final, haven't we? I mean, you can't say it's negative getting to a final. The biggest problem we've got is the fact that we've been there before. That's what we said.
That's how we got there, though, isn't it?
Yeah. We haven't played well the entire tournament. Well, certain individuals certainly haven't played well. But again, you've got to blame the manager for that. You know, he's got the players there. It's like I say, it's just, for me, it's a case of he's not employed the players in the right positions. I mean, you look at what Spain did to us the first half, how wide the pitch was. They looked like they'd got an extra player on. We've got them players. He just doesn't play them. Playing five across the back, you know, it's like going forward, we lose that player. And if you haven't got your 2 10s that we've got with Bellingham and Foden hitting those spaces on the width, you've got no outlet. So the ball's always going up to the likes of Harry Kane, who sits as well, and we lose it again because there's just not enough players there.
Yes, Anthony Gordon looked as sick as a chip.
Well, I mean, you know, it can't be bad for getting a loser's medal, I suppose, and only kicking the ball for 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's to say the least. Well, I mean, look, it's a sorrowful night for England. As we see, I'm looking at Jude Bellingham upset on a picture. Obviously, I mean, they will be upset, but I would assume that the FA, well, I mean, they're not going to make any changes, but you would expect them to. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case anyway. And of course, for the Spaniards, congratulations, because they did it well. They deserve this tournament. Don't forget, later on tonight, we're going to be live with the Copa America final, Argentina versus Colombia. That's going to be another unbelievable match. I'm assuming that's going to be the case. Hopefully so entertaining, at least. Thank you so much to people that have been watching us on Next, on Rumble, on YouTube, on Twitch. I appreciate all your support. As for right now, anything that you guys want to say? Last mighty win, your hat.
Literally, don't forget to if you on the other channel on UFC Talk TV, 12 o'clock tomorrow. It's the news channel. We've got little bits going on in the background, so we can. I'll see you there for anybody who's available. Me and the mighty win, my right wing man.
That is right. Anyways, we thank you so much for your
The hat's back in the wardrobe until April the 23rd next year.
Yeah. All right, folks. Thank you so much for watching, listening. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and we will see you on later on tonight.
Goodbye, folks. Sorry, it's not ending on a happy note.
Well, for some folks,
Yeah.
don't generalize. For some,
I'm
anyways,
just gonna eat my humble paella.
there it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Good job.